Right, I just need an audio check and that's it really.
How do we do that?
Did you say testing 1 2?
Yeah.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Toast.
Testing
Holy
1
Ghost.
2 1 2.
Toast. Holy Ghost toast.
Okay, there we go. We're live.
I just think soundman can't count.
Hey?
Soundman can't count 1 2 1 2.
No. I've
Dyslexic sound.
But they can't get free, can they?
no, I've got a Polish mic. And I've got to check 1 2.
Yeah, he's good at cleaning, isn't he? Hey!
Polish mic then.
That was mine. Mikhail, his name. Sorry. We're live. We've got one viewer, and that's me.
Ah, good.
There's too many.
Oh, hi Paul. Hello Paul.
Hi Paul. I don't know if you can check the audio on that.
Yeah.
If we'll go quiet for a moment. Yeah, oh that's good.
Working fine.
Absolutely. That means my radio mics are working.
You seemed quite shocked by that.
Well, they've not even been out of the box. I've not even plugged them in or anything.
And there's the chance, mate.
Rick
Yeah.
Harrison. Hi, guys. Any chance of a reading?
Right, Harrison.
Okay. Hi Harrison.
Hi Harrison.
Rick,
Glorious
that's
one for
Rick
that.
Harrison, by the way.
Oh, Rick Harrison.
Rick Harrison, not the Harrison. Rick Harrison.
Who's the
Mr.
Harrison?
Harrison, Rick Harrison.
And good old Galish. I can't pronounce that. Galish Gatun. Good old Galish Gatun. Excuse me if I've got your name wrong. And say good evening, guys.
Good
Good
evening.
evening. Good evening.
Good old, I think.
Yeah, so hello, hope you're all well and welcome back to our monthly vlog where we just chew the fat and put the world to rights and, you know, put readings and all that sort of thing. You can ask us questions and, yeah, we've got plenty of munchies here and all sorts. So, yeah, yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I think I pointed out on a couple of previous vlogs where the channel's going to go through some changes. Because obviously, you know, we've got a core crew here now, and as opposed to when I started, it was kind of me on my own with Kira sort of initially, and then, you know.
Right, just good old, I can't pronounce it, put good old Glasgow town. Glasgow, that's the way I pronounce it. So.
Right, yeah,
Sorry,
good old Glasgow. God, yeah, okay.
Paranormal want to go, hey, it's Rudy. How are you doing?
How you doing, Jake? And your missus?
Got out of that one, didn't you?
Oh, very quick.
Yeah, hi Jake. Hope you're well, mate. I'm going to check your stuff out.
I did check their stuff out the other day,
Okay.
and it was really good.
Yeah.
I like your stuff, by the way. Very, very good, my friend. Very good. Well done.
Yeah, I've still got to look because, yeah, we've looking at some new places and that, and I have got a list of stuff. And one of the first places I want to go to is back to Castle Point. So that's Canby and Benfleet.
Oh, you're talking about the bomber crew.
The bomber crew. I want to go to the lake because there's been reports of activity around there. Plus,
Oh no, Rudy, it's Candy.
Candy! Excuse me, I'm on the JD Candy. Sorry about that. That's my excuse.
you've already started.
First one!
or have you? Been having a few cheeky ones at home.
Ah.
Yeah, I think he's been having a few cheeky ones at home.
I'm dealing with the spirit and getting into the spirit.
Good old Glasgow said it would be so cool to get a reading, thanks.
Okay.
So, should we get into the thing and then do a reading in a minute? So, or do you want to do a reading now?
Whatever you want to do, I'm really don't mind.
We're going to need a tiny bit of clearing.
We'll probably need to clear some.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
Some of the munchies, I
That's
think.
all the up mess that we made.
Steve Robbins, good evening. Or
Hello,
evening.
Steve.
Good
Hello.
evening, Steve.
Good evening.
Glad you could join us.
Move it over here a bit.
If I move that out of
But
the
you're
way.
Rudy's lab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Rudy's going to eat it, so, you know.
Have a chicken.
Yeah, no, you don't have to
Right,
ask
got rid of that
for
one.
those.
Oh, yeah, that's the one there. I tell, if you move that coat, please, for a second.
Coat. Oh, coats.
Put them over there, and then you can
That's
just reach
a
over.
special coat.
Special.
Yeah.
That's not a smooth one, is it?
No, it's not my soft.
No, oh no, it's not as soft.
No,
No.
it's semi.
Yeah.
Um,
bungalow
Semi-soft.
somewhere.
Yeah.
You got that table
No,
there? There you go.
Yeah.
Debbie Abs, hope you're all well. And Neil Hyde, hello Adam. Not spoke to you in a while. Hope you're well, bud.
Hello, Neil. Yeah,
Hello,
good to
Neil.
hear from you.
Debbie Abs, hi, it's Debbie from Breezy Great Wakering. Hope you're all
Oh,
well.
Wakering. Yes, we've got to go back there as well. haven't we?
Wakering.
Well, only round the corner from it.
Canewden
I know.
Church.
Running in Shrewsbury.
Canewden Church. Yeah. Got to do that at some stage.
Yeah, so we've got plenty of stuff that we need to sit down and organise, but
Rick Harrison, when you back in Rettendon, Adam?
Oh,
Hey.
I've done that to death, mate. I've done
yes,
that to death.
we actually went back on Saturday, and it was we wanted to keep this a sort of quieter affair than the last two that I did, and part of the reason I want to get it done this month is because it had been 3 years since I've done the last one, but we did go back. I can't reveal too much because obviously we want you to watch the video, but walked away with quite a positive experience, which I did not expect.
And we was frozen as well.
Yeah, we was frozen, but it was quite positive. But yeah, it was very different. Gloria and Rudy were excellent on, yeah,
Gloria
especially
done a lot of
especially Gloria.
footwork here.
Yeah,
I was too cold. I wouldn't go on.
With a few comedy bits added to it,
yes,
which I think you're going to leave in, aren't you?
yeah, I'm going to leave those bits.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, we went back Saturday. I basically, as I say, I wanted to keep it a quite contained affair because the last couple of times we did have lots of people there, and I'd only been into it not even a year, probably best part of 6 months when I'd done the first one, and then the second one was only a couple of months later, and I dropped that. The original plan was that if I did a second one at that time, I was going to do it in the December of 2021 as sort of year on follow-up, but it was because the Steve Niporelli story broke, and he said what he did about his dad doing it, and I'm thinking, no, that can't be right.
Distractions.
Another
distraction.
Yeah, I think I understand why Nipper broke and said what he did, because of the troubles he had with the three, and I absolutely get that. But when he said his dad had done it, and I sort of found out that well, we know Nipper for a reason because he's quite short, but his dad wasn't much taller. And when you look at one or two bits of the evidence, I mean, the one that's staring in the face was the gunshot damage to the headrest behind Craig.
Yeah.
And if anyone knows how tall Range Rovers are, well, especially the original ones, anywhere up until they started deciding that they wanted them to appeal to WAGs and all the rest of it. But the older Range Rovers obviously were basic Land Rovers, but with luxury. But they were tall vehicles. But when you look at that headrest where the damage is, I've managed a couple of times. I've come across other owners of Discoveries and older Range Rovers, which are still roughly about the same height. Yeah. I've stood up to them, and sort of gone into the position of holding a shotgun, and I'm 5'11", and I found that I was probably up on toes slightly to get that kind of height.
You've got to be at least 6'1" over.
Yeah, so you'd have to have been at least 6 foot to have pulled the trigger on that. And
well, I'm 6'1", so I wonder how I'd be with it.
Yeah, you probably about your height, Paul, yeah. So when it come back to Steve's dad, which I understand was about 5'7", so unless he stood on an egg crate or something, he couldn't have been in. So that's why I went back in February. We had to pull it at real short notice. So it was a case of having to. I was very green regarding mediums as well. I don't even think I met Paige at that time. So Julie and Mark were my first experiences with mediums. So it was, some things worked, some things didn't.
We've got 3 comments here. One is about the Essex Boys, and Neil Hyde put the Essex Boys mystery will never die apart from those 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's the one thing we can say, that after after Saturday, I'm not going back. We can't glean any more information.
It's now a matter of waiting for it to unfold, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's waiting for the ether to unfold.
yeah,
so.
it's in the hands of others. We can't get any more than what we've done over the past 3. I think what we might do, I think probably Rudy, myself and Paul will sit down and may do a video of a summary after that's been released of what our thoughts were on that night. You know, and sort of piece together the information that we did get. But as I say, we cannot get any more than after that. So, I mean, we're going to draw a line on that. I will do. I'm going to still do 1 or 2 bits that aren't paranormal related. Again, it's just having the time to sit down and pull the information together because it's with the normal paranormal stuff. It's relatively simple affair. You look at areas where there's that's either got previous experience of hauntings, or you look into areas that have had something go on, like the live feed I did from Halloween last year. We're going to go back to it actually, but there's like an old home for lepers near Malden, or in the Malden area. Actually, it's not far from Redden as it goes. You know, it's places like that I will go and seek out, but the information to get that is quite simple and relatively straightforward. When I'm looking at other stuff, you know, and I'm only scratching the surface. I mean, you know, especially the guys at TMI, you know, Albert Patrick and the rest of them, you know, they're former detectives. They're what's called expert witnesses. I'm trying to get that on Saturday. The detectives that are looking into it are classed as expert witnesses because of their, you know, the knowledge and the way they go about things. But there's, you know, there's a lot of information to glean. What I'm gonna, I wanted to do a timeline similar to when I followed the Billy Jasper route of Craig Pat and Tony, but I'm not sure whether I'll do them or not, but I will do something on Darren Nichols, but I've got to dig out all the information on him as a person, because I need to try and understand what, you know, his head, you know, and what was going on in that, and the things that we maybe have missed, or, you know, not so much missed, but snippets of information that have been overlooked. So I'd like to try and dig into that, but it will take time. And the other one is, I do want to look at the other places where they were seen, such as the Carpenter's Arms. You know, maybe do a little on-site piece on them. But that will be it then. There's no more. You know, you're sort of flogging a dead horse after that. You're just going over and over the same things again. So unless new information comes to light, but that won't be for me. That will be for the you know, the detectives and all the officials that are involved with it. So that's, you know, that's where we're at. We'll look at other you know, other murders and stuff, but again, we've got to be careful with that because
Respect to the
it's respect because there's a lot of people that are still living.
Yeah.
That would have remembered them, and I made that mistake with Terry Goodham and Maxine Arnold. I had to pull that video some time ago, even though that was something that happened 89 or 90. It was the same time as Patricia Parsons. I went into that to try and pull some information out that might not have been available via more official routes.
But the only problem is with that, doing this murder stuff, is you're going to invariably tread on those people who are still alive,
Yeah,
and
they're
still
living, the family and all that.
connected to it. Toes. You're gonna dig up stuff they don't want.
Yeah, and that was the problem I had with Maxine Arnold. I didn't, you know, even as old as that event was, I had the niece of Maxine Arnold. She contacted me and asked if we could asked me to pull the video off because it was still sensitive to her dad, Maxine's brother. So obviously I've respected that and took it down. But as I said, you know, that was something that happened around 1990. So you think it's a long time ago, but it really isn't. I mean, Patricia Parsons and maybe even Kevin was a slightly different thing because most of their family had already passed or they didn't have any immediate family. But as I say, Ian, if you're watching or if you do watch, I will go through your emails. I know it's probably been about a year now, but I'll go through them and see if there's anything we can pick out, which maybe go back a bit further. You know, so we're talking, you know, maybe 1970s and before that.
A couple of comments as well.
yeah.
Now, Debbie adds, said, "Come back to Wakering. We have good spirits here."
I know.
I know they've got a nice pub, the Exhibition Inn. That's really good
Yeah.
spirits in
Like
there.
in JD there.
Plenty.
Yeah, some of the JDE's there.
Good old Glasgow town. I'm going to Guy's Cliff in July with Carl and Stu from Most Haunted.
Oh, okay.
So I
Lovely.
lives a Cliff Pavilion.
Lovely.
I don't know where he lives in this country.
Oh,
but
yeah.
in this area, region. And Neil Hyde also put high heels when we was talking about the height on a.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Stilts.
yeah, he had about freaking 4-inch stilettos or something.
If it was who we think it was, he would have needed high heels. Like
Yeah.
he would have needed to buy Elton John's high heels to do that. So
Yeah, there'd been severe platforms if they needed, but yeah, there's a point. I mean, you know, these are sort of things I clock which are often overlooked, and we see that picture of the damaged headrest all the time. But that gave a good indication of how tall the gunman was.
if I remember the picture, it wasn't actually at an angle. It was actually flat on.
Yeah, it's probably flat if slightly. I think it might have been slightly.
Which means the
Discerning.
person would have been up above.
Yeah.
him. So he would have been
Yeah.
6'3", 6'4", maybe.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so-
If he was going down like that, because
Yeah.
you know,
yeah. It's, but as I say, there's little things like that. So I've looked and say there's information about Nichols. Again, that's overlooked. You know, he was. You know, he was experienced with shotguns. You know, because he went clay pigeon shooting with his boss. You know, I'd heard somewhere that he'd already been done for a firearms offence.
oh, there you go.
So, you know, he had a personal grudge against Pat. Pat used to take the piss out of him. There's all sort, and he was more connected with the other gangs than what's been, than what's been out there on regular channels. So, I'd like to look more in depth into Darren and see if there's the possibility that it could have been him. I certainly did get some offhand information at a party I went to a couple of years ago down in Dover, and I was just having an offhand chat about it. And the guy I was talking to said, "Who's that fat? See you next Tuesday." And I went, "What, Nichols?" He went, "Yeah." He said he was there. There was no reason for him not to say, you know. I didn't question that he would have said, you know, he wasn't the sort of thing, I was just talking crap. It was just the way he come out with it, you know.
Shall we get on with Rick's reading?
Yes, yeah.
I'll just check if he's still here. One sec.
Oh, yes.
What's my chattering on?
That's what I was thinking.
Hang on, just messaged. Funny enough, I've just got a message from Paranormal Essex. So bear with me a moment. That's where. What's it cost?
I'll just message to say,
Right.
Rick, are you still here? Just waiting for
Okay.
he replies back. If you do, we do a reading for him.
Yeah, sorry, so I'm just trying to arrange something with Paranormal Essex at the moment for a couple of other site visits because, as you already know, I've got to edit it as soon as I sort my computer out. We went to up the Harwich Fault, which I did a part live stream for.
Here's a good one. Good old Glasgow town. In my own opinion, it was ex-military man that shot them, according to Yami B. Pat Tate wasn't one of the targets. He was there by chance. Tony Tucker was a target.
So yeah, I think Tony was the target.
The other two witnesses.
Yeah, they were just there.
I definitely think and sense that it was military due to
You did say that in
an
the video.
bit of information I gleaned and picked up. So yeah,
I remember you saying that on Saturday. You said he felt military.
I did. Yeah, picked that up very strongly.
Well, Rick, if you're still here, let us know you're still here because Gloria's going to do your reading for you. If
Just
not,
needs
we'll
to pick his
Take
deck.
it away.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm sort of quite happy to be proved wrong if it wasn't Nichols, but he was a lot more implicated than what you know, we've been led to believe.
Didn't Nichols have some military experience? Or not?
I don't know about what Nichols' past was, apart from doing other drug bits, but I don't know what his past was prior to meeting the Essex boys. But yeah, Tony certainly was the target. I think he owed someone $500,000. Because I mean, you know, stuff has come to light since I last done anything on the Essex boys. Because I got pulled away so much last year with other things that were happening, it took me off the ball. And I know bits have come out since then, and I've not looked at them. I mean, Rudy and Gloria had next to no knowledge of the Essex boy murders.
Like none.
Yeah, basically, both Rudy and Gloria went in blind. You know, not knowing any of the history or anything. Obviously, I did, but I had to keep sort of stum and sort of try and confirm anything that was coming.
Debbie just put an interesting point. She went on the YouTube channel. Craig Rolfe's brother has some interesting stories, and it seems to think that Bernard O'Mahony is telling lies.
I can't say anything.
No, got to be careful on that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on Bomb. No, this is we just Bernard O'Mahony. He's known as Bomb as well. But yeah, I can't comment on Bernard's experience or what he says.
Can I do?
Yeah.
That one finished or not?
Oh, I've still got a bit left. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. So I think the consensus, what I've since read, since Saturday night, I've read a bit more information that had been put out since I last been into it. That Tony that owed someone was trusted to look after £500,000 for someone, or something like 495,000. Or something like that, and it suddenly disappeared. And
Richard is his brother, said Neil.
yeah, and I think I also get the strong feeling that yeah, the other two were just, you know, they were there, and that whoever pulled the trigger wanted Pat to know who it was.
Yep.
It was just my feeling, because when Craig and Tony obviously got shot straight in the head, why not shoot Pat straight in the head at the same time?
There was something there. I mean, when he was talking about a certain part, I mean, when Gloria was talking, there was parts in there where I got like a surprise, like that. It's kind of like,
yeah,
that sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, because Pat was obviously shot in the abdomen first.
Yeah.
Why go to the trouble shooting him in the stomach? Why not just straight to the head like the other two? So that's what made me think the person was known to Pat, and wanted Pat to know who it was.
I don't think Rick's here no more, so unless he comes back.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Rick, if you want to, just give us a message. Let us know he's still there.
Debbie said, I also watched the Yummy B interview with Terry Stone.
Okay.
He also confirmed what you're saying.
Oh, okay. About
what you were just saying about the intentions.
Oh yes, yeah.
Also watched that Yummy B interview with Terry Stone.
Yeah.
He also confirmed what you're saying.
Yeah.
What you just said.
Yes, again, I've watched none of that. I've kind of switched off to a lot of it. To me, it was just a case of, we'll go back and get this third one done and draw a line. And maybe put the two other bits out, about the other sightings, and look at that in more depth. You know, just to put that out there, and maybe people can.
I think with this subject, no one's ever really going to know, apart from the ones that did it, but they're not going to say anything. So it's going to be one opinion saying it was a triangle, someone saying it's a circle, and someone saying it's a square. You have to use your own intuition and your own intelligence to work out what you think happened.
Yeah,
that's what I believe.
Yeah, I mean,
this is one incident that's never going to see the light of day.
No, we won't,
because there's too many variables involved.
So a lot of cases like this that won't see the light of day. A lot of people like that. I mean, no one will ever truly know what happened with Charles Bronson, why they're keeping him inside. You know, not the original Charles Bronson from the 70s. I'm talking about the one that's in Cornwall at the moment.
It's also like the Jack the Ripper murders. I mean, that's the same sort of thing, isn't it, really?
I mean, the Jack the Ripper one is something we'd like to look into. Obviously, that is historical. That is a historical event, and it's an amazing historical event.
Debbie said, we will never know who actually done it, but I'll watch on it, take on it for sure. So Neil said, I'll be watching the third visit for sure.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I can narrow it. I felt it was Darren all the way along, but I'm willing to be proved wrong. But I think if it wasn't Darren, it was one other person.
I think what made
and
it
I
interesting,
think
seeing
that
the
was the
other two
military
about,
connection.
seeing the other two about Rettendon when you've been there. What's made it a little bit more insightful was when Gloria was there, because Gloria actually added like the 3 dimensions to it, like the dialogue between you two.
Yeah.
So that made it quite
Yeah.
a bit more understandable.
Yeah.
To his to Pat's personality.
Yeah.
I won't say too much, but you know, to his personality. So it kind of showed him what character he was, which is a good thing.
As I say, that conversation, that's what I wasn't expecting to go like it did.
I wasn't expecting it at all.
No. Well, that was good because you didn't know what to expect.
You are.
I was surprised. Yeah.
She didn't even know what was was
No.
happening.
It was very difficult because I didn't really know what I was talking about.
I know. You wouldn't because you don't know anything about
It's the first
case.
part was said, who's this big bloke looking at me? Who's this big bloke?
I did not actually say that.
No, but it's worse to that effect.
I'm pretty
There's
certain
a big tall
that.
bloke standing next
It's
to
like,
me.
it's this mountain standing there. That's
Yeah,
bad.
well, I
well, it's
imagine
like-
that built like a big shit house. Just coined him.
Yeah.
You know.
But so the last 2 times I went there, I thought that Pat didn't like me, and I think I misread it at the time. But then at that point, I was very green to this. So you know, we're down there. You know, 3.5 years later, obviously, I've grown in this. You know, and
Well, if you think, Adam, how
I
many
like to
people-
say matured into this.
But you have to remember, there's no animosity in spirit. It's not how they
No,
work. So.
no.
But if you remember, if you think about it like this, the amount of people have gone down there to do that, and to them, the spirits that are lying there, or they've gone back because it's a place they know, they're going to be, oh, for Christ's sake, another lot of them. You know, that's how they're going to be. They're going to be,
Exactly
oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
Because we're like paparazzi to them.
Yeah.
If you think about it, because we're just trying to investigate, and they're going, here they come with the cameras.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm the only one to turn up with a camera by the looks of it. Cause
You're not
said-
the only people that have tried doing this, though.
It's either that or they've been taken out because of their footage. Maybe you've got the exclusive rights and they don't want to touch it because they know that your footage is, what do I call it, diverse, because it actually adds points to things. Whereas the other ones are going, well, it was him, it was him, it was him. Mate.
yeah, I mean, again, that's another thing I said all along. I don't particularly care much for who ordered it, who all the out on the web, the spider's web, as we call it, of connections and entanglements. I wasn't interested in that. It was literally who was there at the night and what happened. That's it. You know. I mean, the only thing I did want to clear up was whether Terry Paul was implicated, because obviously same surname, and you know.
Yeah.
Any relation?
I was going to say.
Well, yeah. Well, this is the thing. He come from East London.
So did I.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're a
Haven't they?
Viking.
Haven't they?
Terry will be. We come from the same line.
Oh.
But that was the only thing I wanted to clear up. And at the time, I mean, this is old news, so I'm just say it anyway. But that was when I went down to Paranormal Essex. Ironically, it's Adam from Paranormal Essex is messaging me in a minute about the Priory and that poltergeist place.
Was that for April, as you said?
He's got to chase up.
That's Poltergeist place.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Oh,
that.
that one.
Oh, well, both of them actually.
Oh,
I forgot
that's
about
nice.
it.
Mummy?
Yeah, Pontefract.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Pontefract, that's,
Yeah. What's it, Leeds way?
yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, because I was supposed to go up with them on Saturday.
Like Debbie said, can I ask a question? Can you smell spirits? Well, I don't want to.
Well, Rudy can.
My partner of 18 years, 10 years ago, sorry, Debbie, I don't want to be rude, but I can't understand what you. Oh, yes, I do. My apologies. Can I ask a question? Can you smell spirits? I lost my partner of 18 years, 10 years ago, but sometimes I think I can smell his aftershave. I do
Yeah,
apologise on that.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. Yeah,
It's called
because
Claire Salient.
yeah, and sometimes you can smell flowers. It might be your gran
Smoke,
or
yeah.
someone like
Yeah,
that.
tobacco smoke.
To, and special flowers that they like, or a scent like you said, your partner.
Yeah.
I do apologise
I
reading that
agree
out
with
wrong, Debbie. I didn't understand what you were saying for a minute, but
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which, well, Rudy and Chloe just answered that.
But yes, it's normally a familiar aftershave or deodorant or.
It was like when was it? Saturday, Karen's birthday.
Yeah.
When you know what happened, and when you'd done that reading for me, I could
Oh,
smell
yeah.
Mum's perfume for the first time in like 30 years.
Mm.
So it was kind of like my mum had I can't tell you the name of it, but I can remember that smell, and the cigarette she used to smoke like Super King, the one with the gold and black lines on it, and I could smell that smoke and I could smell her perfume. So you know, yes, when you do these
That's
things,
another point. Give Heather a nudge to look into her family history, because I said I just felt she had some sort of great grandfather.
yep,
figure
she's
with her.
yeah. I think she's watching anyway. So
Okay, well, yeah, have a look into it. But
and Debbie said thank you so much for a big love heart.
yeah, absolutely, you're welcome.
No problem. No problem at all.
I don't think
Well,
spirit
yeah.
actually leave you, do they? They pop in and they check in and pop in on you.
Mm.
But I think it's when you don't. I think it's when you need them the most that they're more around.
Yeah.
Like recently, what's been happening, you know, with my mum coming through. And all that.
Yeah, I mean, you had it on the Sun. Was it Sunday night? Wasn't it? Laura, you had it with your guide when it was last year. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, open spirit, there's no
Come through,
time.
Rudy.
So
It's only time on this realm. It's
we created it down here in the dense 3D.
time's relevant. It's,
Yeah.
yeah, well, irrelevant, whatever you want to call it. It's
You
just,
was there in it, and I had to tell you
Yeah.
what was going on.
Yeah.
And he was there.
Yeah.
the only person to ever tell Gloria to shush.
It's
basically.
quite
He
funny.
did say-
The only person ever to tell Gloria to shut up.
She's quite open about it.
He
No,
said,
he was polite. He was polite about it.
Why don't you believe
He
it?
was very
Mm.
polite.
That's
When he
right.
come through, he said, yeah.
But it's the only one to stump her, ever got to her. She was like, huh?
I mean,
It's not true. I've never got smacked.
I mean,
That's what I mean. It's the first one to ever make you lose your words.
I think part of the reason we've been in such a good group is because things have happened to each of us. You
Yeah.
know, I mean,
They
probably
seem
you
to
the
be when we're
most.
together though, didn't it?
Yeah,
I
that's
do
right.
think-
When we're together, stuff happens.
I do think we're all. So there's something about our guides. that are
All
linked.
batshit crazy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but our energies match. But I think
Yeah.
there's something more. There's something more that connects us all. In whether it's events, past,
I just think it's the
or
white
people
coats.
that we're all established with. I mean, we're all from East London.
I'm
Right.
not.
But you,
I'm not.
dang it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't come from there.
No, but you was there, and that's the area that I used to hang around with, and we used to hang around with. Right, so we're all linked to a place or location or people in some way. That's what I believe, and I believe it will come apparent to us as we get forward, move on forward. As we move forward, we'll find out more that we're linked more than ever.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, in previous lives, we tend to revolve around friends and family. They tend to revolve around each other, you know.
We could be the
correct.
Four Musketeers.
That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, previous lives.
Listen,
You could have been my dad, you could have been my
That's
sister,
what-
and you
that's-
could have been my
yeah.
brother.
No,
You know
I
what
was
I mean?
not.
this is exactly.
Or you could have been my.
know I was
I'm not
not.
going down the Christianity priest way. So
That's why I don't like
This is
it.
exactly how it works.
I'm not going down that road.
I mean, just like that situation I talked about Saturday, I can't say it on here, but you know, when I was in the calf and that thing there when I was picking up with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing because that gives you faith.
Yeah.
Well, you was told that your gifts were
Intuition, yeah.
coming out more by our friend.
Yeah.
Told you that.
Yeah.
At the same time as telling Gloria, he come out with a message for you.
Yeah.
The only thing he didn't have was a message for you, Paul.
No.
Yeah,
You-
but then again, I'm not.
You're not. Yeah.
See, the thing is, right, the way I look at this, right, and this is, I've thought about this long and hard. Right, as I said last year, and I told you the truth, last year I got a vision. You know where it come from? I was laying in bed one morning and I just got this vision, and it was like loads of us in a room, and there was 5 of us, but the 5th person I can't see. So we're still to choose the 5th person, who that's going to be.
Well, that
Obviously-
might be someone coming in later.
Yeah, it is.
later
I
on.
could see us 4 sitting in here talking.
Yeah.
And since then, I mean, look what's happened. Look at the connections
Yeah.
we've had and the fun we've had, the disputes, the arguments.
Legendary.
They've been brilliant, and literally the banter we've had. And
I mean,
you
you're
know,
not gonna
we've all
agree
had
with-
someone come through.
You're not going to agree with everything
No, but
all
that's
the
the
time,
beauty
but
of
that's
it.
the
though.
beauty of it.
Yeah.
We're all diverse and we've all got our different viewpoints, but
As what's his name said, James May said really the other day about the what was it? He said, Adam, they can all deal with each other's lunacy or something like that, was it?
Oh yeah, they tolerate each other.
They tolerate each
Yeah.
other with, you know, they
Yeah.
can all tolerate each other because they've all worked together for so long that they know each other,
Yeah.
so they can't piss each other off. But they respect the tolerance of each other. So we've all got our own.
Yeah, I can't
opinions.
stand any of you. I just tolerate you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
we
you just
know
come
that.
here for the you just come here for the drink and the
I
fucking
come in
roll.
for the honey JD. That's exactly it. Yeah.
And for the sweets.
Yeah, all got something in common.
Sweets are over there now. So.
I know.
Spirits.
Oh, she's getting withdrawal from the chocolates.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Pass her a Snickers. She's turned into a bloke. Quick.
My dog ate 7 cream eggs this
Get some
afternoon.
nuts. Your dog ate some.
Yeah.
You know, they're not supposed
Have
to
some
eat
nuts and
chocolate,
turn back
don't
into
they?
glory.
Well, most of it was fondant, wasn't it? So I'm sure he's fine. Greedy little sod. I was not impressed.
Why do you leave them for dog high tea?
Was that guy
Eliza was in the room. She could have just, not come into the kitchen.
But she's a 15-year-old girl. Do you think she's going to be bothered to move something off the table when the dog's there? My daughter can't even
If
move.
it was her chocolate, she would.
My daughter can't
No.
even move her glass off the side. Without it being empty, and she wants something to fill it up.
Is that guy still waiting for his reading?
No,
he
no,
hasn't
he
come
didn't- he didn't
through.
say
Rick hasn't
anything.
come back yet, so obviously.
Must have waited too long then, mate. Must have lived.
Unless he's going to pop back later because we said let's.
We
do
normally
this.
do. We normally do the readings later on, don't we?
Yeah,
So.
yeah, of course. Works that way.
I'm sure
Better.
someone else asked one though. I can't remember the name.
It was the first one we got Rick Harrison in charge
Yeah,
of reading.
I think it might have been a lady.
Uh,
I might be wrong. I might have made it up.
oh no! Sorry, good old Glasgow town. It would be cool to get a reading too. Thanks. My apologies. I missed your comment. So good old Glasgow town wants a reading if you can.
Okay.
I don't know if you're still here. I don't know if you're good old Glasgow town. You're still here. If you are, then we'll do your reading. Just let us know you're still here. And good old Gloria, I'll get you to pick a good old deck up. Which one?
Good old
You
Claudia.
said deck, didn't you?
Deck. No, deck. I did say deck. D-E-C.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You said deck up, so it could be
Deck
mistake.
up. Not dick up. No.
You went there. I wasn't
Like
going to go there.
chocolate
but you
fudge
did
cake,
it.
isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, fudge cake, yeah.
Chocolate fudge cake.
Stiffy, jockey. Yeah,
Stiffy coffee pudding.
Yeah. A minute.
If we got
Yes, Debbie would like a reading, but obviously, good old Glasgow Town was here first. So, if you give us a minute, good old Glasgow Town is going to have a reading. So, I don't know if.
Do they want Tower Landscapes or the Great Outdoors?
Which
So, if you want to, do you want to bring them up to the camera so they
Oh,
can
right,
see?
okay.
So, good old Glasgow Town. If you want to choose a
Now, where
deck.
else is camera there?
That's it.
I don't know if they can see that.
So, do you want the Great Outdoors? Yeah.
Oh,
can
wait, here we go.
So, the Great Outdoors, or would you
What's
like?
happening? What am I doing? What? Oh, it's delayed, isn't it?
Right, just
Like,
right.
Can I stuck on the screen?
Hold it up there, look. That one there, Glasgow Town, or
right, okay. This one here. I don't know if I'm in the right place.
that one there. Landscapes. Which one would you like to use?
I'm going now.
So which one of those decks would you like to use, Glasgow Town? I think he's typing. Landscapes, please.
Good choice.
Really
I
good
do- I
choice.
really
Are they
like
the
them.
ones you've done on for me?
They were the ones
Yeah.
you used. Yeah.
These are
Nice.
amazing cards,
Really nice.
Glasgow Town.
I love
Trust me.
these. They're just so good for my
I had a
ADHD
really
brain.
good reading off Gloria.
Right, let's make sure I haven't got any extras.
Your,
DHDA.
Adam, anytime you want it, just say it.
Yeah, go on.
You've got a lot of this, haven't you?
Yes.
And this
Right,
one
let's
is-
see if it'll chuck some out for me then.
Right, so I've got to move this down a little bit so they can see. Can't I?
Oh!
Don't
Don't you start.
That's a bit
Whoa,
too
whoa,
heavy.
whoa.
Let's move.
This would be where we should have a live standalone camera as well.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
Yeah.
If you can, I don't know if you can link another camera to it for purposes.
I've still got to work out how to put all you lot on admin yet.
Really? There are a couple of videos on YouTube about expanding your thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've got to get my computer
I'm going
working
to take
first.
these because it's the second time for and fallen out. So
Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Just bear with me a minute. I'm using tablets for this, so let's try and get this down here so I can see better for you.
okay, can you see them if I hold them up like this?
A minute, I've got to zoom out now.
Okay.
Right, try that again. Down a bit. Down a bit more. That'd be better. You can see it. If you drop it down, well, put it down a bit more. That's it. That's perfect.
Okay, so your first card is the Seven of Wands, and this tells me that you have, in the recent past, had to make a decision. It's been quite a lonely decision, and I feel that you were solely responsible for the choice. You may have gathered information or spoken to others, but ultimately it was a decision that you had to make, and at that point you felt quite isolated and maybe not actually confident in what you decided. And at some point during that process, you may have felt a little bit disillusioned, or like you were howling at the moon. I don't know what the right phrase is, but it seemed like not quite real, a bit surreal. I'm not sure in what capacity that is. But you did make this decision despite the fact that it was quite a lonely one to have to make. And as a result of that, I don't know if you can see this, I don't know if I'm holding it in my place. Is that right, Paul?
Yes, that's fine, yeah.
Okay, so as a result of that, we have here the Six of Wands, and this is about celebrating your successes and your little wins. And I feel there was some sort of transformation. It may not have been huge, it may not have been life-changing, but the butterflies here indicate a transformation of some sort. And that you're sort of en route to somewhere better now. I do feel that you've had to kind of use your intuition, your inner, your sort of inner self, your gut feeling, even your psychic ability, because wands are very much about the things that make you, your personality traits, rather than any sort of external things. So currently, either right now or in the immediate past, you've been working towards something that's much better, something bigger, something more promising, and something that you really want. Sorry, excuse me. And now, let me just hold this up so you can see it. Am I in the right place again?
Yep, you are, yeah.
Oh, I'm getting good at this. But now I feel that you need a bit of a period of rest. I don't mean like put your feet up and go to sleep. But perhaps take a break from it, or take some time to regroup. I just feel you need some calm now, where you can just be alone with your thoughts, or maybe enjoy some time with your family, whatever it is away from what you've been doing. You just need to take a little bit of a break. So that should be, it's either happening now or very closely in the future. And what is coming next? Can you see that right?
Yep.
Oh, get me.
Doing good.
Will require some strength and also some preparation. So it could be anything. I just feel that you need to be prepared. I don't feel it's anything bad. I just feel that you've got a period of coming up where either you need your strength or you are feeling much stronger, and so whatever you have to deal with is, I wouldn't say it's going to be easy, but it will be much, much easier than it would have been had you faced it before this point. So I'm aware that I haven't said anything particularly specific, but I can only tell you what the cards say. So if you understand what that means and what that's relating to, then please do accept it. But if you look at this card, and I'm hoping I'm holding it in the right place.
Do you want me to hold it up close to him?
Okay, you can do. There's a lot of light in the sky there, and a lot of blue, and it's all looking good and positive for the future for you. So you're definitely coming out of this period much, much stronger.
I've just got a feeling the one word was coming away was frustration.
Okay.
From that first.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely sort of being quite solitary and a bit isolated. So yeah.
Hope that makes sense to you, Glasgow Town. Right, Rick's back as well,
Oh, is it?
but I've asked him very nicely if he can wait, because obviously when he went
Okay.
off, it was Glasgow Town, Debbie, and then so he'll be after Debbie. So,
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
so Debbie, I don't know if you want to pick a set of cards.
Yeah, did she must have been online when I
Yeah, I'll
held
pass
them
the
up.
boxes up, and I'll show. I'll get to choose it. Actually, take them out of the boxes, and
Right.
then they can choose. Really. Right, Debbie, if you want to choose your deck, please. You have landscapes or great outdoors.
I will say I haven't used the great outdoors yet.
Landscapes, please, Debbie said.
They're such nice cards. I really like working with this.
Good old Glasgow Town said, kind of, thanks for that. Kind of. So it does resonate with him.
Okay.
So I did them there, obviously. For I don't want to put any where you're going to be in the way. Actually, I'll leave them up here because obviously when Rick's going to choose these as well. So.
How do you know? Oh,
Obviously, it's Rick's after this. This is.
Okay. Oh, you got loads, look, blimey.
Oh.
5 card trick, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, five card
Yeah,
trick.
yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Okay.
It's for you, Debbie.
So Debbie, I feel that you have, in the recent past, you've come very close to the end of a period in your life, but you've not quite got there. So I may show up in the cards that you have now, but this tells me that in the recent past, so in the last 3 to 6 months, you've been closing a chapter. I'd like to show you this. Is that in the right place?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Ones, as I said previously, are about your intuition, listening to your higher self, trusting your gut, and I feel that there may have been a period of sort of contemplation, and quite a peaceful period where you came to the end of something either creative or artistic, or the closure of a chapter that required you to trust your gut and your intuition to get there. Nines are reaching the end, but they're not quite the end because tens obviously are the end. And I feel that following that, you would have had a period where, oh, I'll go this up here. So, can you see that?
Yes, I can see that.
God, get me. Where your home life, whether you have family or not, your home life was very important, and you were making sure that you were stable and comfortable, and that you were sort of preparing for the future. I know we all do it, but you know, Pentacles is all about your earthly life. So it could have been savings, it could have been a job, family, finances, but I do feel that it was centered around your home life and making sure that you've got some security. And right now, can you see it right?
Yeah.
Right now, whatever you are doing currently, you have everything you need. I don't know whether you're struggling to accept that, and that's why this card has come up. But the Magician is a really positive card. I mean, if you just look at the picture, it's a beautiful, flourishing tree. You've got birds in there, which means that you see the whole.
Do you want me to bring that forward?
Oh yeah, you can do. Which means that you can sort of like see the whole view. You're not missing anything. So I feel like if you have a new project or you're in the middle of something, you've got everything you need. You can see it all. You have the ability to do it all. And that's right now. So I'm guessing, theoretically, you should be either feeling quite confident or maybe not, and that's why this card has come up. And, this is so my favourite card. This is the World, and this tells me you're about to complete something.
The World, yeah.
And that when you do so, you are very much feeling quite secure and protected. I do feel, picking this card up, I feel real warmth here that there is someone in spirit who has been watching you and taking care of you for a long time. And I feel that they've been watching your progress and your journey as well. And I don't know who this is.
Do they feel maternal?
I don't know. I think they may be up a generation, but
yeah, but
I don't know if it's family or if it's just a close friend of the family. But this kind of epitomises it, if that's the right word. So I do feel that you're going to complete something. It's going to be in a position where you're feeling really secure and really comfortable and completely ready, and you don't have any doubts, and it's going to be a good end, ready to start a new chapter. So I wonder if this card here, this extra card came out, is about what's going to happen next. I shouldn't turn it over, no, I'm kidding. This is the Devil card.
Which is not necessarily a bad card.
No, the Devil card is about the devil card is about understanding your desires, some of those that you don't want others to know about. It could represent addiction, it could represent absolutely anything. But when it comes up as a future card, it means that you're not at that point yet. So I imagine when this is over and you have completed whatever it is that you're doing and you're feeling secure, the temptation may be just to throw caution to the wind and just go and do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And I suspect this is just a little warning to just rein it in before you go mad. So
Yeah.
it's not a bad card. I think the cosmos is saying to you, you've done well. You've completed what you need to complete. You're in a really, really good and secure position. So don't let it go to your head. Just still be as sensible and as careful as you've been in the past.
Focus, yeah.
So yeah.
Some temperance may be required. I think.
Yeah, quite possibly,
Yes,
yeah.
control and temperance.
So it doesn't
Think,
literally mean the
think
devil's
before you
turning
stick
up.
your glad revs on and go out on the town.
You can go stick your glad rags on and go
You know.
out. Just, don't
Hope that- hope
don't
that-
do too much heroin.
Yeah. Can't mention that on YouTube.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't-
I shouldn't say that. Oops.
The golden brand. Don't do no golden
No,
brand.
as in hero.
Oh, okay. Heroin.
Yeah, hero
yeah,
and
yeah,
heroin,
right.
yeah. Did I get away with
Hope
that?
that resonates with you,
we
Debbie.
meant that in the context of hero and heroin.
Yeah, did you? Oops.
And Rick,
That
if
one.
you're still here, just let us know.
Have a nature break.
Yeah.
A nature.
Yeah, don't take that with you when you go to the nature break. We don't want to hear.
Trickling.
There's some things we don't need to hear.
Yeah, just whistle.
But that's something we.
Give it a good
No.
No, I'm loud enough already. I don't need my voice to be any louder or exaggerated.
So Rick, let us know you're still here and you can choose your deck. Amazing Gloria, next time you're in Wakering, the kids on me.
Say again?
Amazing Gloria, next time you're in Wakering, the kids on me.
The kid's on me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what
I
that
think that means that, you
She's
can
got children and they climb on her.
bring the kids with you. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know what it means.
Unless that was a typo.
Yeah,
It might
I
be a
imagine it
typo,
probably
yeah.
was, yeah.
Could be a drink.
JD's on me.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense.
Yes,
then.
that makes sense. Yeah, JD.
Oh, okay, that's
Ja-
good.
that's
I might keep you to that.
Debbie, JD with honey is her tipple. Weakness.
Well, any JD, really,
Oh,
but
yeah.
JD with honey is good.
Yeah, I go for about 5 litres a month for this lot. So,
It's so not true, I don't drink.
right, 6 litres.
And this is just Coke. The next ones will be.
So yeah, once again, Rick, if you're still here, mate.
Oh,
can you-
poor Rick, he came in and missed it, then he comes back.
Yeah.
We will get to you, Rick, if you're there.
Unfortunately, Debbie, when you're typing on YouTube, it does, or you're using your phone to type on YouTube, it does change a lot of words. I know.
The kids on me, I love that.
Yeah.
You're
Kids
to babysit.
on me,
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
Just don't type in kitchen when on YouTube, or like when you're trying to, because it comes up with nipples.
What?
It does, honestly. Type in kitchen.
Are you allowed to say that word, or is it a buzzword?
Nipples.
Nipples.
Oh, you said it.
But you've got grease nipples on our engines and stuff like
Yeah.
that, haven't you?
I've got nipples on my Thunderbird.
Alright, okay.
And they're all greased up. So,
Yeah.
one go there. Anyway, moving on.
Poor Rick has gone again, I reckon.
Oh, talking of my Thunderbird, that's actually going into the workshop this week. What just killed it?
Thunderbird.
My Triumph Thunderbird.
5,
Yeah. Yeah.
4.
My third child, that is.
Third child, yeah.
Yeah, my third child, my Thunderbird.
As your first child, the blue one. Any update on him?
Nothing since the I spoke to Dave last week and he obviously gave me the price for the subframe and the gearbox. So I'm just waiting on another call now. To which I can say, oh, can you MOT it now as well?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the blue one, the silver one, my silver estate. I've just had to order that hose from it's either Germany or Sweden. When the postage is like 2.5 times the price of the part. That's just making holes.
Got to tell you, our black car went in for a to have the thing done today, the handbrake. Only to find out that the one that was ordered
Is wrong.
is wrong because it's for the 2008 version. Now get this, our car's a 2008 version with a 2007 subframe and chassis.
Yeah.
So the one we needed was the 2007 to 2001,
Yeah.
but the car's a 2008 model, but we're 2007. So now I've got to reorder it to the next one. And it's
Yeah.
like, lucky it was only £32.
So it's like the hunt, finding the hose for my silver one. My silver one's a 9.5, like my blue one. But the 9, they use the same engine in early 9.3s. But the hoses are different. So I can't order a 9.3 hose.
Well, don't be Rick's here now. So.
Oh, bless him, he's given up.
One of the
Right, if he
guys.
comes back, it's got to be immediate.
Catch him, quick, tie him down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I was just saying, the 9.3 and the 9.5 use the same engines, but the 9.3's got different hoses to the 9.5. So the
Supposed to be the
9.3,
sweets place,
Yes.
where you're
You might have gone back there because you're not on camera now, so you can pick out your Snickers and
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
you can be
get some
you
nuts.
can become Gloria again instead of doing like
One,
Gerald.
one of the guys on the Audi forum said, "How much do you want for your car?" And I'm thinking, you asked me that when I had my car, but I didn't respond because I didn't know what was happening. Now I've scrapped it.
Oh, if you want it, this is where it is.
Well, this is where the scrapyard is.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Good old Glasgow town. I have to go now. Thanks for the reading and take care, guys. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah, great to have you. We'll see you again.
See you again soon.
Thank you very much, Glasgow town. Or Glasgow tune.
And then there was silence because people were eating chocolate. Oh
This
dear.
is why you don't want a microphone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just occurred to me, I've been munching away and the old microphone's in.
So that's when the crumbs get into the microphone.
Yeah.
And you can hear it's like.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. So this is my wireless microphone's first time out. So
Did you ever sort out that bit of kit you bought from Cashewworks? You know that?
I've
Weird.
kind of got it working. Yeah, the gimbal, but it's
gimbal thing?
I've kind of got it
It's
working,
gimbal
but
and
it
off.
is meant for SLRs.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So I'm sort of looking through the SLRs it's compatible with, and then looking online to see if there's anything that's relatively affordable. So
Yeah.
possibly
SLRs are
I'll
expensive.
possibly get another camera at some point. But again, I need the same functionality.
Did you understand the Japanese instructions though, or did you watch a YouTube video?
I did, yes. I because yeah, there are guide videos on there which I followed because I was able to calibrate it and everything. And get this, to calibrate it, you have to stick it on the floor with the handle horizontal like that.
Yeah.
To get it to calibrate, so everything's straight and true because it was wandering.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And I'm like,
When I stuck it on, it was like, you're cutting off.
That you mean a DSLR rather than an SLR?
that's what I meant. Yeah,
Because
DSLR
SLRs use
film.
the film.
Yeah.
33.
That's what I
35,
meant. Yeah,
30.
DSLR. But yeah, that it's actually. I have got its balance, but it's not great.
So Rudy's our camera tech guy because he knows
Yeah.
his stuff.
And computers, obviously.
Yeah.
Same as me, but I'm the electronics, but you're more the.
Hardware and software.
Yeah, Rudy's very kindly going to sort my PC out for me after it did its thing today.
I swear that your password you put in when I done it, when I upgraded it.
I'll try it again, but I did try the password earlier. And it
You
went,
didn't have caps lock on, did you?
I put numbers in the thing.
Right. Did you
Oh,
have
for
your,
numeric normally.
Yeah, but did you put num lock on and do it on the keypad?
I think so. I'll try it again when I get home.
Yeah.
But
Because
yeah.
I did say to you when you make sure you remember it. Oh, I won't forget this.
No, if it's a particular code, I won't.
It doesn't matter. You can still bypass the password scenario anyway.
Yeah, it was just frustrating because I was actually, I was watching. What was I watching? I watch SRK Cycles, so I love Sean, and the Billy Mechanic as well. Everyone needs a Craig. He's just great. But I was, I can't remember what-
Not that we're plugging channels, but I just watched the Tasty Classics one with the Rover 100 P4, and yeah, that was well worth the 3 episodes. Brilliant.
I should like Mike Brewer and.
Yeah. Well,
and,
funny enough, just saying about that. Funny enough, I was on X earlier on, formerly known as Twitter, and some guy posted up about the old Inva cars. Remember the old Invalid cars?
Yes. The
Um,
little blue bubble ones.
that's it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, them
And
ones,
he
yeah,
said,
yeah.
he said, are any of these still about? And of course, I watch. I shameless plug for Hubnut because Ian's great. But Ian's got an Invalid car, an Inva car, and so I just tagged him in the response. Went, Ian's your man, and he's responded. But the funny thing was, we talked about Invalid cars. I said that they were actually built on Manor Trading Estate in Benfleet, which is around the corner from my job. And then someone else put up about Greaves Motorcycles because they was also built there.
Yeah.
And there's actually still a motorcycle shop there. But
It'd be fun to actually modify one with a proper engine. I mean, a proper engine.
I want The Invercar.
Yeah, the Invercars, yeah.
They're
Probably, can you
scary.
imagine
It's scary, the standard twins, let alone putting like a... Yeah, because
stick a bike engine in it?
yeah, put a booster engine in it, that'd be scary.
Yeah.
Well, that's been done with, remember the bomb bugs?
Mm.
The wedges. Do you remember them? Little three-wheeler wedges.
I remember them.
Someone put, it's either an R1 or a booster or a ZR14 lump in it. Well, they don't weigh much more than a motorcycle. But
Do you remember the Sinclair C5?
yes.
Remember that
The
as
electric
well?
one. Someone actually put a lawnmower engine on that, and my God, did it move. And it's on YouTube somewhere, and I'll tell you what, it's the most hilarious video I've ever seen. It's brilliant. They put a two-stroke lawnmower engine on it, and it's just took all the battery gubbins out, and I'll tell you what, that thing went like... Stop.
Yeah. I'm talking of engines. My
Boats.
yes, my going on the boats. We should be able to do a bit more exploration this year because I think we're finally sorted out on the boat front. I've actually got a second one now. I'm just waiting for 24 hours of reasonable weather so I can roll it out, pump it up, clean it. I've got a new outboard which is like a 10 horsepower thing which powers up to about 20 knots. But the fuel tank that I've got has got the wrong connector, so I've just ordered another connector because connectors for Johnson Evinrude and this one's a Mariner, which is a Yamaha engine. So just to confuse matters.
So I don't know what someone's trying to tell me something, but something just popped into my head, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like Captain Adam Sparrow with his two shipmates, Spoko Bates and Rudy Staines. I don't know where that
Rudy
comes from. It
Staines.
just popped
That's
into my
brilliant.
head.
Whoa, Captain.
And I was just
Staines,
like, yeah, just Captain Adam Sparrow and you know his two shipmates,
Rudy Staines.
Rudy Staines and Spoko Bates, Master Bates and Seaman Staines.
Master Bates.
Yeah,
And got
that
Roger,
just popped into my head, and it was like a giggled voice.
was it Roger the cat up the back passage?
Roger the cabin boy.
Oh, was it Roger the cabin boy?
Roger the cat on the back passage.
Yeah.
Whoa, too much information.
Whoa.
But yeah, so hopefully be able to get out and do some exploration because it was something I wanted to do last year, particularly the two islands in the Medway.
But you do know if you ever do any footage, you're going to have to use that old Seaman Shanty song, isn't you? You know, the freebie one. Or the North. Yeah, and all us on there going like, whoa. Or,
Fingers,
the old North Sea.
and drum.
you know, heave ho.
I'm having visions again of pushing him down that slide. In his
Oh, down the
in his
slipway.
boat and he's sinking.
The slipway. That's what you need a camera. You need a camera locked off at the top to see him go. Woohoo!
Submarine. All you see is him sitting there going.
We seriously. I tell you one thing we have to do. We have to set up. And we've got enough cameras now. We have to set up a lock-off camera so that, and just to keep recording every single thing. So when we get bloopers, you can take those clips down, and maybe over Christmas time do like a 50-minute video or 30-minute video of all the bloopers for that year.
You mean like
that would be a really.
most farted did? You know,
Yeah.
when they most farted and making them funny. Oh look.
When you take the microphone to the toilet, that would be on the blooper reel.
You sit there and you hear a tinkle and suddenly you hear, better out than in. And all what? It's where did it come from?
Yep.
Not the spirits we want, Rudy.
Oh, you get your dinner out with that one.
Get out and walk, you bugger.
Did you ever see that most farted?
I did.
Oh my god. Derek Akura when he was having that, that was so funny. He was having that fit, you know, he's always blowing off all the time. Like,
I was
cracking
watching.
up, cracking up.
I've actually got one now, so expect that on possibly the next live. But I was watching Leslie Nelson.
Yeah,
yeah.
when he was
His
in the toilet,
interviews.
when he was in that toilet and
And the bloke in the funk machine, yeah.
Yeah, he's got the little pooper scooter. He was the expert at it.
Oh, sitting there going, did you say something?
Yeah, and it's great just still into his 80s and making everyone laugh with farting noises, you know.
I tell you what, funny, sorry.
Police Squad, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Police Squad was in that. I used to watch that.
They've been coming up on YouTube a lot, on YouTube Shorts,
Have they?
him, where he's saying about, you know, he's there with another guy and he goes to him, and he bursts in, and he said, "You can't hurt me." "No, but I can hurt him." Bang! Right. It's just hilarious.
And you always see that bloke coming in.
And I'm bulletproof.
You don't see his head. You just see the top
Yeah,
part.
'cause he's absurdly tall. You
It's
just see his shoulders.
Do you know what? There was a funny clip on X the other day, and it was about old Elon Musk's Neuralink chip he wants to put on people's heads for VR reality.
Oh, God, yeah.
And someone actually made this clever video up. This young kid actually said, Neuralink, and it's got when the adverts come on, and he's sitting there, and he's doing this, and suddenly he goes. And all he got is an ad plan. Have you paid too much for your car insurance? Brilliant. You guarantee it's going to get ads now. When you have one of those chips implanted, you're going to get adverts on it.
I did watch a thing about transferring your brain power to another person and a robot.
Yeah.
And you see these two robots, and one of them picks up this Tommy gun, and this car comes along, and it happens to be a Tesla, and he was shooting the hell out of the Tesla, and another robot got out. The Tesla's full of bullet holes.
I would not like to transfer my consciousness to a robot because I
No
wouldn't
way.
trust the robot with my thoughts.
No way.
No.
No, it's like what comes to mind is the Terminator. You know, you think, oh, here we go. They show you these things in kind of, you know, but really they've got all the technology, and you're thinking, oh, right, okay, and they're showing us, telling us, like the Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
There's some good reality videos out there of now you could actually debunk them and say they're false, but a lot of them actually do glitches in the Matrix.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The one with the two crisp packets, you've got a Maltesers and a crisp packet, right, and they're in the water and they're both doing that.
Yeah, vibrating.
They're vibrating.
Yeah, yeah.
And the other one where the sky, it's like someone's just pulled a blanket over the sky and it just goes like that.
Or you see a car and some blokes just appear from nowhere
Yeah.
and come out like, where's he
Most
come
famous one is Scarlett Johansson at one of the award shows, and a woman walks behind her and vanishes.
Disappears.
Yeah, that's right. And just goes. Gone.
Where's she gone?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's been a lot of that, and I've seen some really funny, crazy ones, unexplained ones as well. They sort of bake your noodle. They will.
It's the ones with the lights in the sky that you don't get. Suddenly it's like there's like this blue light and it's boom, 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 and it goes bang. It goes dark, but it's the middle of the day.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, and you're like, how did that happen?
I just remember the video I was watching. My computer went off. Neil Armstrong, funny enough.
Yeah, we won't go there.
Joe Rogan thing.
Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched Joe Rogan.
Was that the one with the gold tinfoil?
No,
Okay.
no. Yeah, I'll look forward to watching that again. But I was sort of halfway through it and the computer just went, and it repowered up and went, password please.
Probably done an update.
That's what I just said to
You
you.
probably left the update going for ages,
I
and it's
said
down
that.
the corner, a little tiny symbol with the orange dot, and it's rescheduled for you to restart. Because it gets to a
Besides
certain
that-
point and it will restart automatically without you telling it.
It's either that or it's corrupted update. It's just thrown up the you know, password.
Yeah.
Because computers don't just switch themselves off unless they're doing an update or there's a problem. But there's no
Yeah.
problem with that because anything that's been changed on that
Yeah, that
is
aggravates
the
me.
processor, but it won't be the processor because I've done a check on
No,
that.
no.
That's fine.
It's probably an update because if you got it on download updates and install,
Yeah.
it depends what you set on.
Unless of course you've been hacked and someone's got a passcode on it.
Well, that's the other thing.
But that's all right. I can still get into it.
Well, yeah, we both can. So.
That's not a problem. No problem.
Plenty of ways and software to bypass those.
Yeah. Or you can use. There's many tools like brute force. You know, that scans different passwords. There's, just bypass it.
Yeah.
Put a disk
If
in.
you do need,
bypass
there's
it.
a Windows recovery media there if you need it.
Alright. Yeah.
Blue one, yeah. Don't lose it because it's Windows 10.
Windows 10. I've got.
It's got Pro and Home on it, so but you can use it as a recovery boot
I've got
to bypass it.
version of that as well.
Yeah, that's the official one.
So as long as I get me blooming, well, the main,
Just don't lose that. Actually, give it to Adam.
the onus is on me.
I suppose you don't trust me then.
I didn't say that really. But oh no, he gave you lifting today, didn't he? I saw
Of course you did.
That's right. You can keep it in.
What about your passwords?
Passwords.
Yeah.
You haven't got to reinstall it. You just got to go through to the recovery
I know.
and then bypass the
I
login.
know. Yeah. I know.
Or go into safe mode.
It repairs. I know how to do it. It repairs. If there's any corruption, it will repair
I
it.
shouldn't say this out loud, but what you do, you use that to go into safe mode, and then you can go into the settings
Oh,
and
he
change
told
the
him to go-
password yourself
I
without
already told him to go in safe mode.
safe mode, and then F8 safe mode,
F8, yeah.
and then you basically reboot the computer with a new passcode. So.
Well, if I don't get onto it, I might give it a quick go. But yeah, it was just like, what the hell? I was halfway for watching that of all things. But I mean, the video stuff is safe because that's on the separate hard drive. But,
It's on external hard drive.
The main thing on my C drive is my invoices for my DJ.
With this, well, you know, you can either. I'll bring the disc also, so you know, whenever you got the time to do it, or you can even bring it. You can even bring it to me.
Yeah,
It's right around my house.
Yeah.
You know, I've got all the gear there.
For you to do
Yeah,
that.
to do that.
Might be a perfect idea actually, because you've only got games on your C drive, so it might be better to actually reinstall that. I don't know if I can't remember if your computer's got the actual code for Windows 10.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
But
I've got it.
That's
Yeah.
all right. We'll just concentrate and get the system back.
What, if you're doing Rudy, what do? Use that one for his Windows.
I don't need a code.
No, but that's
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
SSD.
yeah.
That's all right.
But you can use that for his new Windows,
Yeah.
and then you can put all his
Yeah.
stuff will be on an external hard
Yeah,
drive.
yeah, or you can install it from one of these.
I'll leave that up there for you, Aaron.
Yeah, cool. So it's to do with getting this channel update. But there's a friend of ours who does that's literally what he teaches, and which is video editing. He recommended the industry standards Adobe Premiere or something.
Yes, Adobe Premiere.
I want to show you
and there's a
something
Sony
later.
version as well. But he also said CapCut as well.
CapCut's a really good one, but
I
that's
wanna-
more for TikTok and social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know Sony Soundforge, don't you?
I know. I've got some stuff I want to show you.
That's
so
good
if
for
you
the
get a
media.
chance to see.
I might be better if I bring my PC around here then.
Yeah, I think it will be. Yeah. If you've got 5 minutes this evening, I'll show you what I've got for that. You know. So I was flying my drone over Malden, and I couldn't. I was restricted because it come up with, oh, you got to type in your,
Normal one?
your code for admitted.
Oh, your signing code.
Yeah, sign in. And I'm thinking, what? Wait, what?
It's only got in for ages.
Because I haven't used it for 3 months. I didn't know that. I didn't know. If you don't use your drone for 3 months, it logs you out of DJI, doesn't it?
Oh, what DJI? Yeah, because I had a Phantom.
That's that's the other thing I've got to do is I haven't used my drone for ages, but then the weather
The weather's
conditions
been
have been
crap.
absolutely
I've been
atrocious.
trying to
Trouble is,
get out
Adam.
doing my astro.
Trouble is, you don't want to drone on about it, do you?
No, I don't.
I've been trying to get out doing my astrophotography.
We do need some pairs though.
So drone footage pairs.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
So, hopefully when the weather improves and we'll get out on site again, we can do some dronage.
Yeah. It'd be good to get
There's plenty of dronage tonight.
yeah, drainage. Yeah.
Thank you.
It'd be good to do one of Canuden.
Canadian church would be a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah.
Just a little bit around there, you know, with the drone, an area view kind of thing. Just good intro as to
Yeah.
investigation.
Any update on the music yet? Because that was. Did you understand what I was trying to say to you about that music?
That's what I wanted to.
Because do you know the hook you put on it? The actual music was absolutely perfect. That was perfect for Adam. You know, that's my opinion.
Now I've got Omnisphere working and Silent, all them tools, music tools. I'll make my own stuff up again now, so yeah, it's perfect.
But that was a good one. I mean,
Quality stuff now.
if you can, I don't know how it sounds, but I don't know how Adam feels about this. But for an outro, if you was to invert that somehow, so it's the other way around.
Yeah, I could do that.
For the outro, just a smaller one. Like, how much outro do we need? 30 seconds for
Well,
coming on the next.
well, it's Adam's
Blah, blah, blah.
baby, right?
Yeah.
He'll he'll tell me what he needs. I mean, it might necessarily be what anyone else wants.
No,
but
no, totally.
he wants. It's what he wants. It's his site, you know, and that's the thing.
So it may be a little bit of hiatus, especially with the computer doing what it did today, but we're
If not,
going to
we'll
try
get
and
it
get some
online
new
ASAP.
looks. Yeah.
Well, that's I've got the gear, so it don't really matter. You know, I mean, all we need to do. I mean, once we got the general music bit, you just copy the file onto your, onto you, and you can play around with it.
There was something I found out the other day talking about. You know, I said your ball was locked to ×4. It doesn't matter. I was watching a good guy who was talking about current PCs against the older ones for video editing, and I watched only a half-hour video, and he was saying it's more to do with your RAM. It's more to do with your processor
That's
than
right.
it is to do with your graphics card. Your graphics card is for rendering if you're doing like shaps.
No, animation. If you're doing
animation
and
in it as
playing
well.
games.
For rendering,
It's
if
the
you're
frames,
uploading it to
you know.
4K and stuff like that, that's what the graphics processor does. But he said if it's just for video rendering, well now you've got an i5 870 in there, or an i7 870 now. and you've got 16 gig RAM. The only thing that it would be better for 32, but obviously you only limit to 16 because you bought processor on, but that should be enough.
No, it's more than
But
enough.
one thing I was thinking is because it uses virtual memory, and you know this, getting that, this is probably the opportunity to actually reinstall Windows on that SSD.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can use
Well,
that device to take your files off.
Yeah,
that you
on it.
need.
That's
I need
what
to do.
I, that's
That's my
what I've
first thing
done.
I need to
I installed mine on an M2. What do you call it?
Was that the one I gave you?
NV. No. I haven't installed that yet because I've
Oh,
kept that. I'm going to install that at a later date. But I've got the 120 NVMe or M2, whatever you like to call it, and run my Windows from there. And all the others go on the other drives. Everything was on the other drives. So it freezes the main thing up, and it boots up within 30 seconds. It's there. It's like,
Oh,
boom.
these wonderful. You've got to love Mr.
Oh, what you got? What
Right.
you got?
These I found, and I've got one for mine, but it's an SSD that converts an M2. You put it
Yeah.
inside, and
What
then
have you got?
that's just a bit of paper. Don't
Oh, yeah, it's an
You put-
M2
You put the
card.
M2 in now, and it converts it to an SSD. So it's like that.
Oh, lovely.
So,
So mobile, yeah. So
so if you can't
that's
fit,
really good.
so if you can't fit it to your ball,
Because you've got carriage. You've got a carriage that goes in there. Are you sure about it?
Yeah.
Mate?
I bought one, and I got a pack of 3. So,
Yeah, great.
so what I was
Great
thinking with that
stuff.
other Adam, with that other card,
Yeah.
I've got one there if you want to use it. That allows you. You got 500 gig on that one. Eh?
Yeah, that's the typical M2 NVMe slot, isn't it?
It's an M slot. It's an M slot one. But there you go.
So
So
technical stuff is.
yes, but no, I need one for mine because I've got a spare card that I want to stick in mine. But I thought I've got no more M2 slots.
And there's your SATA data and the.
Has that got the screws in it?
No.
That's what's dropped out there. There's a pack of screws
Pack
somewhere.
up. Oh, where's the screws gone?
There you go. There you go.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Pack of screws.
Cheers. Thanks.
But that's for that NVMe drive I gave you. It'll fit in there because it's an M2.
No, I'll put that in there straight. Yeah, because I need a kind of like you say, what do you call it? An external doodah. Yeah.
I don't know how many.
Better, yeah.
I don't know how many spare SATA ports you've got on yours. But what might be a good idea? You got that. Obviously, you got that SSD.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I give you that card. If Rudy's going to put it on, would you put that in with for Adam as well? When you do the obviously, what might be faster?
Of course, if he brings a computer around, yeah, it wouldn't be a problem. Oh, by the way, have you got? I need. I was going to run my other monitor, and it's only VGA. You know, the SVGA connection. But
What standard like VGA connector?
well, no, I've got what. Yeah. Hang on a minute.
Hang on.
In my graphics card, it's only got the DVI.
Yes. One sec.
DVI or
Yeah.
something.
One sec.
Oh, well.
I'll keep everything. This is what.
Mate,
This is
you
why
are-
Heather hates me because I'm a
You
hoarder.
are a hoarder like me, just like me.
But it's just like those videos where there's a good video on YouTube where the
And
bloke
here we go.
and the son's going, oh Dad, we can't fix this. We need a bit of wood about that big and with a big bit of wood on the top bit like that. And the dad goes up to his man drawer, pulls this bit of wood out, comes back down and goes, da-da!
One I made earlier. What's it? Zotac.
Zotac, these are the Z90s I was going to put in. 970s I was going to put in. You
That one-
mean
that
one
one
of
fits.
them?
Let me have a look, 'cause
I mean, I'll chuck it over.
it can't have the dots. Look at that go.
It's got, it's DVI to VGA. Is that the one?
Hang on, it's this bit that's, can't have the dots on it.
The dots. It's got the
Yeah.
line on it, that one.
You know the two little, I can't see, it's got the bloody plastic on.
Yes, that's DVI to
DVI to VGA.
SVGA.
No, it's that, this is what I want, and that's what I want, but you see the DVI section there?
Yeah.
It can't have the 4 pins on the.
They only do they're in that format.
No,
Unless you've got, it's a weird graphics card you've got there.
no. It's DVI-D. I think it's DVI.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
There's different DVIs. I
hang
can't
on a
think of
minute,
the
one
specs at the
minute.
moment because my head's
Yeah.
All that JD.
Yeah.
JD. No, that won't do it. But thanks anyway. It's good of you too.
Okay.
That won't fit in my graphic card because my graphic card's the Aorus. God. Yeah, Horus.
What's that horse to me?
Yeah.
Horus. So's the
He's a
the
bugger,
monkey
that horse.
Horus.
He gets in the way, that horse.
Yeah.
Gigabyte Horus, 1080 thingy. It's an old one, but
Come on.
what's his
Oh,
name?
That's Adam.
Oh, what? Essex Paranormal.
Yeah, Paranormal Essex.
Paranormal Essex,
Yeah.
one would say.
That's the one.
Um,
It's like my mum, God rest her soul, she used to say food farms instead of farm foods. I think it's an age thing. I think it is.
I think it's just my brain cells just dying off. Because I'm
They're
an old
pickled.
fart, basically.
It's the
Yeah,
J. It's the
Pickled
J.
by the JD.
It's the JD that's
no, he's
bringing you back to life.
preserving them.
Is it?
You're preserving your
Yeah, they
your
don't
brain
work
cells
anymore,
without-
but they look perfect.
Yeah, that's right.
Drop your brain in a
Oh,
jar.
slice your brain up. Oh, perfect. You've just got a few brain cells that are really looking good. Shame you can't think anymore.
They're 90% proof, but they look alright.
Yeah.
Right, there you
Full of
go.
alcohol, but-
I don't know.
I'll stick that in the box of your hand because that's the.
Dr. Paul has sorted you out with the drive here.
There you go. That's a 500 gig drive to go in there, so you can use that for the video storage.
M2.
That would be really fast because it's an M2 and it's obviously. And that one's my one.
Alright.
And what you, yeah, you want to boot up your computer with one of these, mate, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you use the official one, I've got it's a 480 gig SSD in there, which is really good. Got some good write speeds on it. So if you still install Windows 10 onto that phone, then you can use this dongle here, the cloner, and you can just plug the hard drive in, and Adam can
Just
drag
hang
and
it over,
drop his files
hang it
over. You know,
yeah.
as if it's there, and then you can use that one as an additional one for more storage. So that would be good because obviously.
Well, I would store his info that he wants for his karaoke and stuff, and
Yeah,
all
that'd
the
be good for
important
that.
files and that.
Yeah.
This
I
one.
mean, the only important stuff is on the invoicing.
See, the reason why the SSD is good is because it uses the virtual memory in it to actually do your video editing.
Okay.
So if you're using a hard drive, you've got to remember that's got a spin at 540 RPM or 720. So if you've got an SSD with 500 meg write speed, you're basically going to cut your video editing in like down to minutes.
Well, it
not
was,
hours.
I mean, I've just done. I'm getting back on subject now, but I'm doing the Smuggler's Cave, and I've
Yeah,
split
mate,
it.
I can't.
I split it into two parts. Yeah, the Smuggler's Cave that we went to last year in Hastings, I finally got around to editing it, but I've split it into two parts. So,
Yeah, sorry.
but the when we come to rendering it, it was a lot quicker. I suppose it took about,
Not up here, no.
I think it took about half hour, 40 minutes. To, so I was able to do that and start on part two,
No, there's not.
which is where we was down
yes, there
in,
is.
I think it was,
Yeah, but that's not the
it was
car.
like the hospital
But
bit
they
or
do
something.
No, they don't.
And I was
Okay.
picking up on a,
There
there was a 19th century military guy in there, and that's what I was picking up on.
it's still recording.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's still going.
Yeah, we do
still
this.
on
We
channel.
I'll just put up if anyone want to have any questions.
Yeah, sorry about that. We went off piste a little bit.
We do go on tangents on something.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, that was my fault. Yeah, because
Well,
my
you can
pieces.
take that one with you anyway, Rudy, and see if it does fit. Just.
No, I've got one.
Oh, right, okay.
I've already got one. Yeah, it's the other one I want.
So yeah, no, I was just saying that my computer did the. I've done one part of the Smuggler's Cave.
Paranormal Essex. Hello.
Hello, Adam.
You're live. Oh, we know we're live. It just done a whatever.
Oh,
Oh, it's gone back now. It's right, you're live.
okay.
Hey,
Have any of you heard of Mandy Master?
Mandy Master.
No.
If she comes from Soho, probably, but
Who is she?
sorry, my mistake.
Hello, Mandy.
No,
Yeah.
it's no. Paranormal Essex said, "Have you heard of Mandy Master, the medium?"
no.
He
No.
put the medium afterwards, which makes it embarrassing me. 'Cause
Mandy Master Media.
Mandy Master, the medium.
Oh, there's a mouthful.
Try saying that after a few days.
Yeah.
Rudy, say Mandy Master, the medium.
I'd rather not.
Mandy Master. Go on.
You're going mad,
It's a name you won't forget once you've heard it.
We're making such a good point for
That's,
people, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're all sitting on our live and there's two people on their phone.
I'm looking for Mandy Master.
I do apologise.
I'm trying to
Go
show you this.
My
That's
name is
what I
Mandy
want.
Masters. And I was born in my hometown of.
Oh, you're cheating.
Yeah.
Or chilies.
Cheating.
In my hometown of Essex.
Your hometown of Essex.
In 1961. I was born without any arms. Oh no, I don't think that's her. Oh, it might be.
What?
Due to the drug called thalidomide, so I used my feet. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
think
children
this is the
from
same
Lidl,
Mandy Masters.
Is she a medium now?
I never like to be called a medium really, or a clairvoyant. I'm definitely not a psychic. I'm just an ordinary woman in Essex that connects with the above world and beyond. Is that her?
That must be her then, because
It's
it's got
got to be, isn't it?
Mandy Master, the medium.
I've heard of her now.
She was born with no arms, incredible medium.
Yeah,
That's the
blonde,
one.
a blonde lady.
That's the one. Blonde lady.
Showed him?
Let's have a look.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
I
She's
think
an Essex
Mandy
person.
was on Towie.
Was she?
The only way is Essex. Obviously,
Really?
that's what
Okay.
Towie is. Yeah. She was.
How long ago? Because Kira's done some extras work on.
She did a
on
reading
Towie.
for Gemma Collins.
The
Oh,
stuff
okay.
here is all
She's at
from
Towie,
2019, so
Yeah,
I don't
Jim
know
Collins.
what's gone on since.
I'm trying to think because Kira's doing. She was one of the extras in
Was she?
Towie. Yeah, and she's done a few bits and pieces there. Have you pulled her in for anything at all, Adam? Is she going to come on channel for you at any point?
She don't really read newspapers.
Oh, sorry. Debbie Abbs.
Oh, sorry.
I think Mandy was on Towie. So
Oh, gotcha. Sorry,
then-
I thought Adam said that.
we are in chat with her. Paranormal Essex said we are in chat with her,
Ah, right.
and then Paranormal Essex put she was, and then Debbie put she did a reading for Gemma Collins, and then Paranormal Essex put she did. So
Oh,
I should
okay.
have read the names first. I thought
Yeah, oh, it makes sense now. Right, okay.
I've only had two, can't I?
Only had two. Good.
I think I've only watched. I've probably watched about 2-3 Towie.
I'm the only one probably in Essex that hasn't watched Towie.
Yeah, and it was more
That's,
of a case.
I've never watched it.
I've never watched it.
It was just
so that makes
curiosity, and
three
like,
of
oh
us.
god, you know.
She does trance medium.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
According to the, this is just what you expect really, isn't it? According to the Express,
Mm.
the headline is, medium who became face of thalidomide says she can talk to spirits using her feet. That's not what the article says at all.
right.
Just a typical misleading
Well,
headline.
this
So
is-
people just take
Well, it's
piss.
mainstream
This is
media, isn't
mainstream media.
They
always
like to
talk
get
crap,
it's
don't they?
clickbait or
Yeah, I
clickbait.
know.
You know,
Never,
they get
never
to,
take the note from mainstream media, mate. They're all
I mean,
talk
it's
shit.
not like any media company actually falsified photos of military, is it? Or
No.
phone tapped anyone, is it? Piers. I'll
No.
go there.
Or
So she's a trance medium. Yeah, that's
She hasn't. Oh, she's
I
got
nearly
two
said
dates
something
this
then
year.
to do
Trance medium.
Yeah,
trance
trance
medium.
medium.
Don't go down that route.
No, that's what I said.
No,
That's
it's
what-
all subject.
He's definitely had too much, hasn't he?
no, I thought you said something else.
Yeah,
And I was
'cause
like, whoa,
I nearly
whoa,
mentioned something about.
She hasn't done anything
misleading
since
headlines.
2019 though.
You know about misleading
yeah,
headlines and
and
mainstream
about what-
media.
What I was looking into in December.
We won't mention a
about
certain
stuff.
Daily Mail that believes the world's a cube with like spikes on the corners.
But yeah, no, that was yeah.
Anyway, back to topic.
Yes.
This medium, the trance medium.
Yeah, what about it?
I don't know.
What about it?
Gloria's about to read out something.
Yeah, she,
It's random
no,
facts.
she was just saying about the media, their spin.
Well, they're in chat with her.
Cool.
I had a mini reading for her. Wow, just wow.
Okay. Do you reckon she'll be coming along to any of the places that?
Yeah, she'll join the group.
She's Essex. Wonder if she'd do
Yeah.
the. Oh, you know.
Well, yeah, this is a thing. So is she going to get involved with the two things we've just been chatting about? What we've been chatting with Adam on Messenger about. That's,
Yeah,
what, that's
well,
what I was alluding to.
Yeah, well, obviously he's away from the type.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the good thing about this, it may be tight, it may be easier than actually phoning in and telling people, but it's actually a little bit slower
Yeah.
because you've got to wait for people to type.
Yeah.
And there's also a 5-second delay. So.
Yeah, a leg.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. But no, I mean, we've still got plenty of places to go and visit.
That's in case you name drop, so they can pull your plug on you before you actually comes alive.
Well, you'll never run out of places to
No,
visit.
no.
I mean, Essex is one of the
Most haunted
most
counties.
haunted counties,
Yeah.
isn't it? Full of ley lines as well.
Well, you used to go further into London, didn't it?
Mm.
Because I used to work for the Middlesex Guildhall, which is the Essex the old Essex County
Yeah.
Council. So that went up to Westminster.
Yeah, there's still so much to explore. As I say, with the boats now full steam ahead, as it were.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Excuse the pun.
Yeah,
Excuse the
see what I
pun.
did there. See what I did. Yeah, the
Just don't name the Titanic, please.
I can't even name Vitality.
Well, it wasn't the Titanic.
No, I know.
The video going out now. They've actually,
It's
JP
not-
Morgan have actually admitted
It's not the
But-
Titanic.
it wasn't the Titanic.
It was the
sunk.
Titanic.
It was
It
the
was
Olympic.
Olympic.
It was
the Olympic. Because
Yeah.
at the moment,
Whoever made it?
basically the document's been released of the actual signing of it to be converted to Olympic. For the Olympic to the Titanic, because the Olympic at the time was,
Had damage.
had so much damage to its boiler,
Yeah,
to one of its
yeah,
boiler,
yeah.
they had to release it to save face. Plus, it was a massive big insurance job.
Oh yeah, massively.
JP Morgan was the one that signed it, and exactly 4 minutes before it set sail, he pulled the plug on him going on it.
Yes, because
Just
he
the,
got wind that it was going to.
Minutes before.
Yeah, because the who did get on it, they were against the Federal Reserve.
Yeah,
The
yeah, that's
shocking
right.
thing
Yeah.
was they knew what they
So a
were going
bit
to do.
bit of
They
controversiality
didn't have
going
enough
on.
lifeboats.
The only thing I can
Yeah.
say, it's the biggest insurance job
Oh,
you'll
yeah.
ever see.
Yeah.
Jacobs died, didn't he? Died.
Jacob Rothschild.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gone now.
But
all
his
his
son there,
competitors, and also the Federal Reserve competitors, the ones that are against the Federal Reserve, were on the Titanic. They got free tickets, free first class tickets.
Yeah.
Why would they get that? And then suddenly it sank.
So
Yeah.
it's saying-
All those that opposed the Federal Reserve.
And they said it was a
were
massive
on the
iceberg, but there was no icebergs in that region. There you go. Not conspiracy theory over. Anyway, Debbie adds, Paranormal Essex said, maybe, I'm not sure, this is about her turning up, maybe just alive at her home due to disability, but she's happy to come out as long as it's accessible.
Okay.
Oh, great. Great stuff. Yeah.
Well, if she does want to come out, there's
Sure.
enough of us here to help and
We
assist.
all drive, so yeah, I'm sure we can
Yeah.
come to some arrangement.
Debbie Abbs, hooray, West Ham have just won 4-2. Sorry, just wanted to share that. And say good night.
Oh, good for
Good
West
night.
Ham.
Good night.
Yeah.
Hope to see you all in Wakering soon. Sending you all positive energy. Thank you for my reading.
God
Night,
bless.
You're welcome.
night. Love and light to you,
Good
Debbie.
night.
Yeah, love and light, Deb. Yeah, as soon as the weather gets better.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't believe it was like, do you know, it's -1 at Rettendon when we was over there.
Mm.
-1. No wonder how bloody
yeah.
digits were falling off.
I was bloody freezing over there.
It's been like
What you were fighting
19
about?
degrees for the past 2 months,
God.
and now it's gone down. We go out there and it's like -1.
Well, the last 2 times I've done, so the last 2 that I've done it was bloody freezing cold on both counts then. But like either side of that day, it'd be alright.
Mm. But yeah, I mean, if she does want to come, then obviously we all drive.
Yeah, well, mate, yeah, come.
I've got no problem, as I
Work
said.
something out.
Taking the Chrysler with me because that's the same seat.
Seater. Yeah.
So you know, if we have to go somewhere, there's 7 of us, we can all fit in the Chrysler. You know.
Yeah.
Plus, it's nice and warm, and it's
Yeah, that's good.
if there's 5 of us, then we can go in the RAV because the RAV's
Yeah.
4x4 if we've got to go anywhere. So us lot can all go in the RAV. There's
Yeah.
enough room in the boot for all that stuff.
Cool. Cool.
I've got no problem with driving it. It's going for its MOT next week. So well, it's Thursday actually. Thursday it's going for its MOT.
Right.
So I'm just dreading. There's no
So-
advisories on it, but I'm just know there will be.
You'll
Yeah.
be all right.
Look for getting the bus. That's the thing you might want to do as well, Adam. As you know, I've got one boat. I've now got a second one. About going out of the islands in the Medway with faults on them. That'd be a laugh. A bit of overnight camping over there.
Do you know the one that they all do? The one in the Medway, the one with the you've got the ladders to get up to it. Now that
Oh.
I'd like to do.
Oh, full
Right,
great.
Yeah, that's the one.
you mean the sea faults out there?
Yeah.
See,
Oh, you're talking about the red.
You're talking about
red sand.
Monsell sea falls, aren't you?
Yeah, you're talking about the
also.
tripod ones, the group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
You
monsters,
can actually get
yeah.
access to them.
And then the shivering sands.
There is actually a website you can go on. You actually pay, and they'll actually take you out there and leave you there overnight.
Well,
Not at Monsell, they won't.
Well, I've been
They
round
only do
it.
day trips now.
yeah, I've been round.
They
them.
They
Been round
They're
and-
not safe
yeah,
anymore.
They're not
Oh, are
safe. No.
they used to
We
do an
only did
overnight
it last
thing, so-
year, but they were saying they don't need people. They don't even go on them anymore.
Yeah.
Good, how
Says,
rotten. I mean, they've got a lot of welding to do on it, but there you go. Paranormal Essex repeated his message again. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe just alive at her own due to disability, but she's happy to come out with us as long as it's accessible. And then he put, bring it on.
Yeah. I think that would be a laugh. I've got both the boats, so I've just
I'll be up for that.
I've fixed the smaller one. I've got a new carburettor for the little Johnson 3 horsepower, and that ran up beautiful. So
I can provide a camping gear. I've got a little gas stove,
Yeah.
and a little cooker,
and I've bought
a
that
little
big
mini fridge.
yeah.
I've got the frogman's outfit.
I won't need that,
Oh, well, oh.
I don't know. I might make.
but I've got
Still cool.
my little gas powered heater as well, so I can bring that with us for night.
Yeah, I mean it'd be like a summertime thing. You know,
Oh well, yeah,
you
of course,
wouldn't
yeah.
do it now.
No,
In the summertime.
But, Yeah, as I say, my smaller one, that's the smaller engine sorted. I've just got to do some repairs to the boat. I've got to re-stick down.
I think
some loose
Adam's.
edges.
I think Adam's.
It's watertight.
I think Adam's insinuating something. Life jacket? Question mark? Question mark?
Yes, I
question
have.
mark?
I have 2 life jackets. So
Somebody else. What about us?
we'll just have to share them.
Just take out.
We have to take one at a time with a boat, bring it back, another life jacket.
Just
and-
take
yeah.
out some life insurance. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, life jackets are quite cheap.
Oh, Ed
to
would
be
love
honest.
that, wouldn't it? We take that life insurance and then we drown at sea. missing at sea.
Missing
Oh,
at sea.
right, yeah.
Missing in Midway.
Not the Titanic.
Because also got Dead Man's Island.
Ooh.
What's that?
Dead Man's Island.
Yeah.
It's full of dead men.
Hang on. Oh, just to get it up. But we might need permission to get there because it's actually a bird sanctuary as well, so you can't go there during breeding season.
I can't fly the drone either.
But
No.
right, yeah, I'll just look it up and I'll give you the history of it.
Save
Yeah,
the celebrity. Yeah, save the celebrity.
Dead Man's Island. Right, here we go. Dead Man's Island. Just off of Queenborough.
Where's that?
That's Sittingbourne.
Oh,
Sittingbourne.
Kent.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll just read off Wikipedia about Dead Man's Island. It's a small island in the estuary of the River Medway in Kent, close to where the Swale follows into the Medway. It is a flat raised area of marshland around 1,200 metres long and 200 metres wide, among the tidal sand banks on the southern side of the estuary and separated from the British mainland
Is that Kent side or Essex side?
Kent side.
Yeah.
of Chetney Marshes by a narrow
Oh,
channel
Chetney Marshes.
known as Shepherd's Creek. The town of Queenborough lies about 1 kilometre to the east, across the West Swale. The island is crossed by several narrow tidal channels that mean at high tide the island is separated into several smaller islands.
Why do you want to go there? What's his history?
Right.
Dead Man's
right, so,
Island.
right, here we go. Yeah, the island consists primarily of mud banks and is uninhabited. Owned by Natural England, it is leased to 2 people and is also the site of special scientific interest due to its importance as a nesting and breeding site for birds. In 2016, the remains of more than 200 humans were found on the island. It is believed that the remains are those of men and boys who died of disease on board prison hulks, floating prisons that were moored in the area around 200 years ago. Originally buried in wooden coffins under 6 feet of mud. Coastal erosion and rising sea levels has washed away the mud to expose the remains at times of the low tide. The island is marked with wooden posts across it, so these are probably to help identify the island and prevent erosion, and not grave markers as sometimes claimed. But yeah, you can find pictures online of people who've gone on it and
So you can't
his
take
bones.
So you can't
That
take
would
metal
be-
detector in.
I wouldn't know.
That would be a good to do a paranormal one.
Yeah, that would be a.
Got
So
good
if we
things
get
about that
permission to go on there,
Yeah, if we can get permission and do it,
yeah,
you could do a little bit of history on it first.
yeah. So that would be a very
Yeah.
good site to do. It's just a question of getting the getting permission to get on there. Let's say from what I have already also read on Dead Man's Island, is that during the breeding season for the birds, there's no access.
No, it won't.
So you'd have to do it outside.
What's that?
of
So
it.
that'd be September, August,
It-
September
it's-
time, is it? A rough guess?
If it's breeding and nesting, it'll be. You won't be able to get on there until about May, I reckon.
Something like
You,
that.
you,
Yeah.
don't want to, you don't want to disturb the breeding process.
No.
obviously.
No.
No, they'll be pretty hot about
Would you
that.
want someone coming to knock on your door when you're breeding? No.
But you just don't answer.
We'd just say,
Well, birds can't, can they?
Just shut the curtains.
just shut
Yeah,
that-
birds
yeah,
can't just shut the curtain and go, piss off.
Yeah.
Put your earmuffs
So
on.
do not disturb. But yeah, that'd be a great place to do. I mean,
Yep.
as I say, got the boats. So I've just, as I say, the new boat I bought was 2 weeks ago nearly, and I bought a bigger outboard to go with that because my smaller boat is rated up to 4 horsepower. And I've got a 3 horsepower engine on it. I've still got me 4, but I've got to talk to Paul about what's going on with it. But the bigger boat I've got now, that's rated up to 10 horsepower. So that's, that's
Super duper. Speedy.
yeah, it would handle coastal stuff easier. 'Cause,
Oh.
it's just a bigger engine. Heading out to Norfolk on the 6th of April. I can only bring 5 people with me. Perry and Leff. With me, Perry and Leff.
Keeping you up.
Yeah.
It's only had 2.
I'm going to give a provisional yes. I need to check my diary, but I think April's free, apart from one date. But I need to double check. I did actually. Hang on. Let me just check the previous messages.
I thought you said something about the 18th to the 20th or something, or 27th. I think you said last time.
Yeah, I know. I put up it. It might have been a paranormal group. Wow. Oh yeah, 27th of April. That's the one I can't do, but the 6th is fine.
Just hit all-time record.
What's that?
You've now got 14 viewers.
Oh, good. That's
You've
good.
never had that in time we've done it.
No, it's great. It's been a bit of a burner this one, but yeah, the 6th should be alright. That'd be great.
When are you going to do Priory?
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
No,
that's,
sorry.
Yeah.
well, that what we was talking about wasn't.
No, I thought
That-
it was.
Yeah,
one
it is.
in,
Yeah. That's still in the process of negotiations.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
If he does get negotiations, I've got a good feeling it'd be good to do 2 teams.
yeah, it's big. It's big enough.
Different areas.
Yeah,
So we can all, like we did with the fall.
yeah. It's providing all 3 floors are available.
Yeah.
Mm.
And swapping over with.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
it's-
building.
Yes.
Yeah, because you got basement, ground, and first, didn't you? And plus you've got the grounds as well.
Mm.
But
We
I'll
should
be
be
interested-
careful of the night because obviously you get a lot of the older.
Yeah, I mean,
winos
yeah.
around.
I mean, you're right to do the grounds if there's a few of you. I struggled the first 2 times I've done the grounds and that because it was just me. I just went over there at 3 o'clock in the morning and see what I could get, but I couldn't. I couldn't sort of relax and tune in because I'm constantly aware of anyone that might be walking through and all that. But when we went back on that, I think it was the 3rd or 4th occasion, because Ricky, Tracy, and all the rest of them were with me at the time. We could do a proper thing, and that's the
You get a lot of people over there that like the economy drink.
oh yeah,
white,
quite frightening.
white frightening and
Yeah, quite frightening.
super vents and all that sort of thing. They love that sort of thing over there. And
Yeah,
2, 3 in the morning. You got to be very careful.
but yeah. I mean, if there's a group of us going into there, then you can do the grounds no problem. But yeah, I know from when I did the grounds that the monk's not very nice.
Doesn't like you, does he?
No, he didn't like me.
You don't know why he don't like you.
I can't think. Too pure for him.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. And I think there's
Won't
one
go
other,
there.
I think there's one other story of something at the lake as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Not literally.
That would be an interesting one with a history that we all know about Priory. So, Priory Park.
I mean,
Some places in Cornwall that would be worth going to.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I would love
And
that.
Devon.
I'll be going to Hastings very soon. We're going
Okay.
to go down to Hastings, and I'm looking forward to doing the underneath again
What, smugglers.
because I've got some really good stuff on that. Oh well, no, I didn't, but I might sneak in my little camera and just
Well, we went.
take
you
it
should be
in.
all right.
We went.
I'll just take
Yeah.
the camera and do some video footage and see if I can use my K2 and all that.
We went.
I am
It was
thinking of
quite
taking
good
that.
when we went.
yeah, we did the Smuggler's Cave.
Smuggler's Cave.
Paranormal Essex said, "Oh yes, the Priory just waiting on a date."
Just as long as it's not the 27th of April. That's how I can't do.
It will be.
Yeah, no, mind. I'm just saying that I'm only working local, so I might. If it does happen to fall on that date, I can probably turn up. It'll be late.
Ramsey,
Who?
Don't look at me like that. Rams Inn.
Rams
Where's
Inn.
that?
Oh, yeah, Norfolk.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I'm not offering Rams Inn.
Blimey, Paul, that drink has got you in, mate.
I've only had 2.
That's what I mean.
I just. Funny enough, my uncle and aunt used to have a pub. I think it was the Rose and Crown, but I think that was Suffolk. Well, next time I talk to them, I'll find out. I can remember going there when I was very little. But that was an interesting old pub.
Used to be a good Jewish pub in Walthamstow called the Kosher Horses. Sorry, Coaching Horses.
Kosher horses.
The Coaching Horses, not the Kosher Horses. I've got that joke off the bloody.
You know, it's bad, is it, mate?
No, there was a good pub on the corner of James Street. It used to be called Coaching Horses, and that was really always had a lot of paranormal. But it was owned by a Jewish bloke. But that's why. Don't ask me why. I just put my brain just started to make a joke and call it the Kosher Horses. But
I thought it actually was a joke.
Rams Inn near Cornwall, haunted place.
Right, you gotcha. Rams Inn.
Yeah, Cornwall.
The Jamaica Inn. When I went to Jamaica Inn before Christmas,
Did you?
that was really good in there. It had such an eerie. You walked in there, and no word of a lie. It felt like, even though no one was watching you, it felt like people.
Did you get
were
the
like,
Long John Silver kind of?
yeah, you get that kind of. It's kind of a pirate kind of smugglers type thing.
Yeah.
Even though it was a smugglers inn for Cornwall, but you kind of get you're being watched. That there's people like looking around the door, going, "Oh, hello," sort of thing like that. You know, they're very inquisitive, but it wasn't. No one was looking at you. But it was that sort of like curiosity when you walked in.
Oh, I was going to say, old pubs. Went to. That takes. I wasn't sure she'd be. She was going to come on channel tonight. It was the granddaughter of the lady that I took up to North Will or Bassett.
Yeah.
And the place where they'd done the service was actually behind Northfield Railway Station.
Yep.
And as we come out, there was a steam engine coming down the line. With sort of carriages and that. It was really nice.
I did watch the Northfield one. That was good.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The camera snapping away.
Yeah, the Northfield Railway Station was great. But yeah, there's a pub that I think is called the King's Head. It's really old. I mean, it's all higgledy-piggledy.
Essex have got a hell of a lot of old pubs.
Oh,
like.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the hub of
Lebanon will be a good.
paranormal.
It's not Essex,
Paranormal.
it's Southend, but Lebanon will be a good place.
paradise, isn't
It's
it?
really old.
South Essex, in Essex.
I
It's
mean,
got tons of ley lines, and they all converge in Essex, and it's like.
Yeah.
Oh, so, I mean, it's the whole, or Essex and the whole of Anglia. I mean, obviously, Colchester's what the oldest town in the country.
Well, it's Viking territory, isn't it? Norfolk and all that. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's when they come in from
Your
that way. It was the
ancestors.
first.
My ancestors, yeah.
It was the first place that they actually stepped foot on, wasn't it? So obviously they're going to set up a
It
hometown
was
there.
there in the
Yeah.
previous life.
Norwich. I mean Norwich. I mean
I mean, my ancestors, I've traced back to the Isle of Eden, and it was at the time of Oliver Cromwell. So,
God knows why they land on Shooby Nest though. God, could have thought of a better place.
You were talking about going to do Rendlesham. Lincolnshire would be good as well. There's a lot of UFO activity up there.
yeah,
I love the
something else
UFO.
with the UFO.
Aspects,
Mm.
yeah.
And Wales, Snowdonia.
Yeah. Oh, so that was the other thing. You know, talking about Omar from get out to the States and do a collab, just a little drop
Paul,
there.
you could get a little motorhome and pick Paul up.
Yeah, but
Not
that's what he's going to do.
No, Paul, not
Paul
you,
the alien.
Paul.
Not Paul.
He invited me. Was going to get an RV.
I know I was here when you spoke
Yeah,
back.
of course. Yeah.
I told you.
And
to get an
I
RV.
could be the Paul. I
And
could be
Paul.
sitting there doing that with my finger, going, "I'm going to preview." Couple of JDs, and I'll be like, "Hey."
You'll go for however long with him. When you come back, you'll never speak again.
I'm not that bad.
Just sit over there.
You're the one wearing the T-shirt saying "No thanks."
I think it's quite clear, isn't it?
No thanks. Do you want to have a drink?
Doesn't apply to the
Do
drink.
you want chocolate?
He just come up the no.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says. It says put your hand on that. Thanks. No thanks.
Well,
Thanks.
just sort of looking at last few videos that Omar's done, they've been alien stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Do you
Yeah,
have ever
that
thought?
resonates with me quite a lot because as I say, I've had so much dealings with them coming through, speaking through, and you know, they've told me an awful lot about today, what's happening, and you know what's going on in the world. And because I used to sit in a little group, and they used to come through. And, you know, like it was
Oh,
glory.
wow.
Yeah, well, that was our last live stream, wasn't it? What came, you know.
Live.
Adam,
It wasn't live. They wouldn't allow it to
No.
be live.
Adam, as his paranormal report, I've climbed Snowdon. I can actually vouch, I have as well. I
Oh,
was 15 years
no.
old.
When
I've
you're
done it.
climbing, you walk around the footpath in flip flops because I've done it.
I've done.
In
I've climbed
fairness,
Snowdon as well.
You've done it,
So
have you?
brilliant.
You've
walk up Snowdon.
You've done
you
it
don't
to
climb
death. You've
it.
done it to
It's the
death.
same thing. It's on a hill. It's on a steep, so you can climb it.
Oh, it's been one of
It's a
those.
bloody mountain. You climb it. You know. It's, don't ruin our
Yeah,
moment.
did,
Oh,
you,
I'm
did
sorry.
you ruin your flip flops?
I wasn't wearing flip flops. I only sandals. I don't like flip flops. I make my toes hurt.
Message from Heather. Rudy, do you remember seeing the Men in Black during these encounters?
No. No.
She's not talking about the film Men in Black. She's talking
No,
about
the
the
Actual
ones,
Man in Black.
the actual Men in Black, the actual high,
No.
the high government agency that deals with this stuff.
When I was sort of overtaken, or what you like to call it, no, none of that. They were purely belonging to the Galactic Federation,
Totally.
and they were just saying that they're disgusted what we're doing, what's happening with the planet. But it's don't forget there is a certain amount of alien control from the negatives on this.
But you
Can't say too much.
I know what you're
obviously.
saying. There was a good video to counteract, to back up what you were saying, and there was a good video, and I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago. It was talking about 3 or 4 years. It was definitely last year, and they were saying that we set out with your superiors. This is what this guy's message was saying to the Congress, I think it was, or some court, and he was saying we set out, and the public need to know.
Well,
now.
Eisenhower,
Yeah.
he dealt with these.
And he said, the public need to know because we set out to give your leaders a chance to expose us because the damage that you, not them, that you are doing to this planet and you are doing to this area. So we gave you the chance and now you've not followed through and a lot of people lost their lives, which wasn't because of us, it was because of you. So now we're going to fully disclose everything to them without your permission.
And the Nazis had a lot to do with that as well, the negative part of it.
Of course
So-
they did. Because it was a cult then.
It was a cult,
Yeah.
and they got a lot of the technology from these guys. You know, these reps or whatever you call them, these scaly people. I won't say the word.
Yeah,
but
we know the
you
ones.
know what I'm talking about.
The Dracos.
The Draco.
Yep.
And yeah, and that's it.
Oh, no worries, have said. Just heard a few accounts of people seeing these men along with
No, I've heard of the
medical
accounts, yeah.
personnel along with alien entities, like they're all in it together.
I've heard of the accounts. Yeah, they're kind of the ones who go around silencing
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. You know, in the Men in Black
Like they
film, when
did.
they've got that like, laser thing where they go,
Yeah.
like, look into my eye, and all that wine wiping. Don't need to. It's just like bang.
Well, there was
You
one
don't need
guy.
to.
There was one guy that, on his deathbed, he actually spoke about it, and he used to belong to these guys, and he used to do the work.
They've been trying to contact us. They come along to warn us and change our ways of what we're doing. Right, that I believe. But the trouble is, the government, and obviously the bad side of, you know
I
what
know
I'm
what
talking
you're
about.
talking about.
They're the ones that didn't want us knowing. We wasn't ready yet because it would spoil their income, power, and their total control, their totalitarian state that they wanted. It ruined everything. So now the time's come where they know that they ain't gonna. This is what all this exposure is now, right? And they're trying to win the battle of our minds by saying there's alien crafts flying around and all that sort of stuff. They're only reverse engineered from what they've found, but the others are actually on realm or on planet. And they're the ones that are dealing with it, and they're trying to expose everything. That's why you got all these light shows in the sky of a night now.
I'll tell you what they did do, the good ones, they disabled all the nukes.
Yes,
That's what they
totally.
did do.
There's not a living,
That
there's not
was
a
a-
working nuke on this planet, and I don't care what anyone says. There isn't.
That was the first thing. Well, I think you did as well, Phil, about that nuclear, the Trident.
Yep.
Yeah, got shut off.
They shot
First thing it went away when they said it failed. I'd say, I thought that got shut down.
Of course it did. Have you ever seen the footage of it, which is hard to get hold of now? I remember seeing it. They fired that missile from a sub, from one of the Trident subs. They fired it up, bang! It went off in the middle of there, and there was nothing there to do it. And they were confused. You can hear them on the comms going, "Are you seeing this? What's happened? Can you get the data through? Can you tell me what's going on?" And they couldn't realise, but it was taken out.
It was taken out.
Because there's things that we're not us, but certain realms, certain levels of our hierarchy have got intentions which are not, and they just
Well,
want to do
That's
things.
changing now.
Of course it is.
That's on the change. You know what, mate?
Yeah.
He's allergic to you.
He's allergic to something.
Yeah.
Any more, or
That's
is
it.
that it?
Right?
Any more, or is that it?
Coming out
Yeah.
now. Here we go.
Bless you.
That's it. I should be right here. It is.
But yeah, I
Where
mean,
did that come from?
don't you think it's strange when we done Rattlin the other night that Gloria said about the stars? 5 minutes later, the whole sky cleared and the moon was in the right place and the stars were in the perfect position. After you said it about
That's
the
wind.
stars, and even Adam
Really
said,
clouds out.
well, there's too much cloud at the moment. If it was clear skies and the moon was where it is now, that'd be perfect setting. 5 minutes later, the whole sky cleared of clouds and the moon and the stars were in the perfect position.
Yeah.
That just seems a little bit ironic to me. That,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, the other thing, I didn't pick that date, Saturday night. It was just like,
Off the cuff,
Yeah.
as usual.
and it was, you know, the conditions again were pretty similar to the last 2 times I've done it, and obviously when the Etna murders originally happened, obviously apart from the snow side of it, but it was still pretty much as cold, and the night was clear, and the moon was in a similar phase to what it was on the night when that happened. So, yeah, I think that it, you know, that what transpired had to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. This is it.
It's good, though.
Yeah. That's yeah, because so I when I said that night, I tracked over the fields. I'd done that at night with no torch, and I could find my way there.
Right.
The moon was in a similar phase to what it
Yeah.
was.
Paranormal Essex, well, got some research to do. I'm going to jump on that. Adam, let me know. Everyone else, have a good rest of your night. Paranormal Essex out. Cheers,
Cool.
Adam.
Yeah.
Cheers, Adam.
Love and light
God
to you,
bless
mate.
Adam.
Give my love to everybody. Yeah, so yeah, there's going to be some interesting developments with those guys this year as well.
Yeah.
It'd be good to actually.
Well, we all get on well. That's a good thing. So if I mean, obviously, costs and all that. I mean, it'd be good to split between to make it easier for everyone.
I'm not even earning anything.
I know. Don't worry about that,
I'm
mate.
actually
What I'm talking about is
hot.
it's good enough having you there. So to have 2 teams split to do their own thing. So we all get footage, you know, and
Yeah.
it's more safety in numbers, as I say.
Yeah.
So if we've got a team of 5 and we've got a team of 5, a team of 10, right, and then we can split into 2 teams of 5
Yeah.
and we can do our own thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You know, thinking back, although you soon find out who your real friends are.
Yeah.
When you haven't got 2 halfpennies to rub together.
Totally.
And these guys here, blinding.
You ain't got to worry about
ask for
it.
better people.
Rudy,
friends.
friendship means more than
But
anything.
I have got other
Yeah.
friends who know my circumstances, and they're bloody good as well. You know, but I do reciprocate when I've got the finances, and I'll treat them to.
There's been times in my life where
things.
I've never asked for people's help and people have helped me. And I
Yeah.
always said I'll pay it forward if someone ever needs it. And I don't question it. And Adam knows what I'm talking
I
about.
like,
Yeah.
I like to
Question
pay
it.
it forward. It's very spiritual.
I just do it.
thing
You
to
know,
do.
it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Have you ever thought about Kelvin and Hatch? Change the subject slightly. I know no one's died there.
Is that the nuclear thing?
Yeah.
you're talking about?
I've seen
Bunker.
there's no one's died there, but there is some paranormal there.
Yeah.
And it's
I mean,
and you don't actually you can just pay a donation to it at the end of it, you know, or if they still do that. But you can get permission
No,
to
you
go
have
there.
to get in there.
You have to pay to get in now.
Yeah.
You used to be paying on the way out.
Did you?
as well.
But you have to pay a certain amount.
But publicity for them as well. I mean, the history of it. I mean, it's all
The
round the
guy's
building.
not. It's in a bit of a state of disrepair, really, from what I've heard.
It wasn't when we went there. I mean, we went
It's
there.
just
Went there in 2014 on a honeymoon.
yeah. I've been there
Sad as
since.
it was.
I've been there since then, quite a few times, and I think the guy's just too old to maintain it, and he hasn't got the wherewithal or the enthusiasm. There is a good one up north. What is it? It's Hampton.
That sounds familiar.
It's massive. And the 2 guys who own it live in a flat right like maybe 3 floors down, right in the middle of them. I said, "Isn't it weird? Because it's just no
No
noise."
natural light. Yeah.
Oh my god, I couldn't do it. But and they've
In the bunker now.
they've done some amazing stuff. They've done some amazing stuff. They've got like a little bar there and a pool
Yeah.
table, and you can go on like paranormal hunts and then sit in the bar afterwards and get roused.
Karen says hello. Me and Jeff say hello. Hello, Karen.
Hi,
Hello, Jeff.
Karen.
Hi Karen.
Hi,
Hi
Jeff.
Jeff. Fucking hell, you alright, mate?
Don't start.
God, that didn't
Chuck.
take any time, did it?
You just got to mention his name and that voice comes out.
That's it. Look, gone.
Oh dear, oh dear. She's off.
Can't help it. Even though Jeff, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
You go into northern mode, didn't you?
Aye.
Do you want to have a drink, Rouge? While I'm making myself one.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Oh,
It's just.
Do you want to have one, Adam, or you want?
It's hitting that
I'll have a
spot
soft
now.
one if you don't mind.
That's what she said as well.
What, a soft glass?
Yeah.
That's what she said. She
Hello,
was
Mr. Soul.
Softly, softly, softly.
Oh dear.
Killing me softly with his
Some
song.
sneezing cough now.
Right, that's British, right?
Thank you, young man.
That's all right. Do you want to have one, Gloria, or are you right?
No, alright, thank
You're
you.
still suckling on that one, are you?
I am.
Did anyone watch that old film I used to watch called The Dead Zone? I think they've done a series of it.
I have heard of that.
Christopher Walken, he was a psychic and he investigated, he can see murders and stuff. You know? Yeah, really good.
Yeah, that is a series. That's what advertising now on Netflix or something.
Yeah.
I've been watching Good Omens.
That'd be good.
Yeah, it's very funny.
I'm annoyed because Quantum Leap's finished now for another season. I've got to wait at least a year for the next one and go.
What is?
Quantum Leap.
I saw it when I was a kid.
No, the new
There's
series.
no series.
Yeah, but it's the same principle.
Yeah,
That's a lot better, it's a lot more in depth.
time jumping.
And they mention more about Ziggy and the actual quantum physics of it, which is really quite good. Which I do like.
Hoping that his next leap will be the leap home. Oh boy.
Oh, don't say, oh boy, you know you sound like when you say
Like, that ending could have been much better.
Don't get
What,
shot,
the
mate.
ending to the original series?
Yeah, where it zooms on his photo and the photo changes, and it's just, I just think they could have done that a little bit better.
Is that how it ended? Or?
Right.
Oh.
Because it was Al's picture, wasn't it? And then, you know, you see him, he's talking to that woman. It just could have, I just think it could have ended a lot better, but there is an alternative ending which would have been better, but they never used it.
All I remember is Ziggy. His name Ziggy.
Yeah, but Ziggy was a little bloke, little tiny Italian bloke, wasn't it? Ziggy wasn't the computer. What did Ziggy say, sort of thing? But
All mine watching the X-Files.
he was a little tiny Italian bloke with bad breath, apparently, Ziggy.
That's right, yeah.
Some of the X-Files, I wouldn't mind seeing some of their, because some of their
A lot of their UFO stuff was really good.
it's really good. Skinwalker
I mean-
Ranch and all that.
Yeah, I mean, how close to everything was they?
They were pretty. I wonder if they were just meant to drop little subtle hints in.
Oh, that's what they screwed up for.
Scully, would you take a look at this?
Mulder and Scully.
Yeah.
I prefer the song.
Things are getting something or other. Starting to worry me.
This could be a case
This
of
could be a case of Mulder and Scully.
What was her name? She was that Welsh.
Karis Matthews.
That's it, Karis. She was brilliant, she was.
Oh, Gillian Anderson.
No, Karis
all
Matthews.
Yeah, Gillian Anderson, it wasn't all.
Oh, yeah, she read it, yeah. Don't got it. My wife's watching.
Yeah, that was a. I think I watched their last series,
What?
the X-Files. It was like in 6 parts, I think.
Did you watch Californication?
No.
That was a song by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, there's also a series of David Duchovny in it.
Hev's favourite line in that is, space may be the final frontier, but it was made in a Hollywood basement.
What you mean with?
No, that's the line off the song.
Mm.
Space may be the final frontier, but it was made in a Hollywood basement.
Yeah.
Depends what you want to believe. Right, any more comments? Just found the screws before I forget to do something. Just doing accident. I'll forget. I know I'll forget when I've had another one.
or what you like.
Yeah, that's yeah, it'd be great to visit those islands.
What?
It'd be great to visit those islands.
Well, the most memory place I've been to is Eastbury Manor,
Yeah,
built in 1570.
yeah.
Which is so much there.
Have you not done Valence House? That's good. Valence House.
I've been to Valence
Yeah,
House.
yeah.
Ah, that's brilliant.
There's a
Yeah.
place-
Good there.
There's a place in Bracknell that I've done my apprenticeship, which was called Oakhampton Lodge, and it's a massive, great big. It was an old school, but it was an orphanage. Then it was a school, then an orphanage. Sorry, it was an orphanage, then a school, and now it's just basically for companies to rent out to take their trainees. They can somewhere to stay, it's like
Yeah.
dormitories.
Yeah.
And that place, I mean, we used to run around of a night. I was 16, 17 years old, and the place had so much history, and I'd love to find that place again. Oh dear, Karen says.
What's that?
Karen said, oh dear. And Karen said, Jeff says, hey up that.
Hey up, love.
Yeah, love.
And guess
Hey
what? Rick's back. Hello, Rick. Welcome
Hello,
back.
You're right, Rick. Oh, sorry,
Alright.
I mean, hello,
What are you
Rick.
reading now?
Right, Rick, before you disappear, if you want your reading, please say yes.
Now is the time.
Yeah,
Now is the time.
welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Yes.
Yes. Right, okay.
Hey.
Right. Rick, please choose your deck. I'm going to show you 2 packs of cards that Gloria's going to read from. Which one would you like? Would you like the Great Outdoors or Landscapes? Which pack would you like Gloria to use for you to do your reading?
We have to move the sweets again.
Yeah. We'll get them to Adam.
Although they're rather depleted
Yeah.
since they're over here.
Thanks.
So Rick, if you can pick one of these sets, please, and then landscapes. He wants landscapes. So let me get.
Everyone's gone for landscapes.
Well, so they're a brilliant set of cards. They are.
They are beautiful cards.
Pop
Right,
your
let's
cards,
get them
right?
down like that so we can see you and the beautiful cards.
Tonight.
Right.
Right.
So this is your reading, Rick.
Yeah, let's see how many cards we get for this guy. It's not been free for anyone tonight, has it?
Oh, you had 4 in 5.
Well, there's one. It's going to be an awkward one, isn't it, where we get one at a time. Oh no, we've got
Another
loads.
one. A couple.
That's another, that'll do. That way, right, okay. So, Rick. Okay. Am I in the right place?
Yes,
Oh, get me.
but you can't see that card, so do you want me to bring it
Oh,
closer?
okay, yeah.
I'll bring
So
the card
your
closer
first
for you to have a
card-
look. That's the card you've got, which is
6 of Pentacles.
Pentacles.
Yeah, so your first card, which is like your recent past, so 3 to 6 months prior to now, it tells me that the 6s are about celebrating your wins, your quick wins, your little triumphs, if you like. But I feel that you would have had not necessarily a windfall, but something good happen, something involved in what makes your life what it is. So either family, career, finance, job, home, and it would have been a good thing, but either you weren't sure whether to accept it or you weren't quite sure how you managed to get to this point. But there's a little bit of abundance going on for you, I think, and very much to do with your physical life here on the earth plane. We've had this card before tonight. So the Magician, can you see that? Am I in the right place?
1 sec, I shall bring it up to him.
Oh, okay.
It's easier. Yeah, the tree. The Magician.
And now, I don't know whether you know this or not, but you are in a position to be able to move forward and do what you need to do. And you have all the tools you need at your disposal.
Talk about it in a minute.
So mentally you're ready, emotionally you're ready. Your life is in the right place to be taking this next step onto whatever you're doing. And the Magician is all about having everything you need. But for this particular card, and it came up again tonight, before tonight, is this bird here. And birds for me always show that you've got a view of everything. So I feel that you're in a really, really good position, that you can see almost like a bird's eye view of everything. You see the whole picture, and you're kind of ready to just soar and take off. And this river here is all about movement, so you're certainly going to be pushing forward. And this is a brand new opportunity coming up. So it kind of works quite nicely.
Show the card.
That you're in a position to start something new, and you're ready to do that. And because it's swords, it's about your intellect and your logic and your mind, like your qualifications, the things that make you academically you, and your opinion. So rather than your heart or your creative side, I feel this is an opportunity where you will need to be using your brains. And it's emerged, or it will emerge, rather than just being sort of thrown at you. So it may be unexpected, or you may know that it's happening, but I feel that it was, if you already know about it, it was a slow coming about, this opportunity. I don't feel it was just suddenly handed to you and like, oh, I don't know. So I feel that you probably had a bit of time to think about it, or if you haven't, you will have. And finally, whatever you're going to be doing is going to be, this is the Lovers, and traditionally the Lovers does quite often refer to literal lovers, but given the three cards I've got in your reading, I would say that what you end up doing here in your new opportunity is going to be something you're very passionate about. It's going to be something that you love. You will, if you don't love doing it already, it's something that you will grow to love, and it will be really fulfilling. Again, we've got this river here, which is all about movement and moving forward, and this card is just a beautiful card. So I just feel the weather's coming is really positive and really calm, sort of abundant, everything that you're kind of looking for. So yeah, so I hope that kind of makes sense.
Oh, sorry, darling.
That's it, take me toe off.
Sorry, darling. Didn't see.
After all that back and forth, I hope it was worth it.
How that makes sense to you, Rick?
Is your toe still there?
Just about.
Just about.
It's all quiet now, isn't it?
Sorry, I was.
He's asleep on his
Just
side.
waiting for Rick to get back, because obviously.
Yeah.
He's gone again. So no, I don't have this.
I'm currently looking through something which I will speak about once Rick's got back.
Thanks, guys. Not sure, but time will tell.
Okay.
Just take what resonates with you,
Let
Rick.
us know, yeah. 'Cause,
Take what resonates with
Yeah.
you. It won't make sense now sometimes, but it will in a few. Obviously, you can watch this live again, but
Yeah, it might turn out and come about in the near future. So if it does, we'll be interested to know.
as they always say, take what resonates with you.
So,
yeah.
So yeah, just whilst Gloria was doing that, the thought occurred to me with having a couple of boats is looking at
Canals.
the prospect of haunted waterways,
Yes.
back to boats again.
which I don't think.
Do we have any?
Plenty.
The
Well,
Thames,
yes,
there's loads
we
of
do
dead
have
bodies
one.
in there.
The River Lee. The River Lee's quite long, and also the
I know
Regent's
the
Canal,
River
because a
Lee.
lot of people fell in when they were doing all the
Yeah,
cold.
but the Thames, God, that's
That's-
Oh, Thames is totally. But
how's
the-
the chocolate with
the
them?
closest one to us, I say, which was man-made, which has got a lot of history, is the River Lee.
I know the River Lee.
So do I, because I live there.
I was brought up around that area.
Mm.
I
Because
used to
I
play
was
over
back
My
Victoria.
nan,
I used to play over
my nan was
Victoria
brought up
Park,
in there.
So yeah, me too.
and that was I used to play in the River Lee, and the rats used to crawl over my legs, and they were like massive.
Like
They wasn't
years.
rats, they were water beavers.
Oh, whatever they were.
They were beavers, they were like
bloody
that.
big, bloody big.
So did you see any nice
Stocksbridge
beavers?
bypass, very haunted.
No,
with
but I
carrots
did
and
sit on a.
Where's that?
Stocksbridge.
Hmm?
Stocksbridge bypass, very haunted.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just like literally looking for this thing about haunted waterways because I don't think this is another untapped area to go into.
Yeah. Not a lot of people done waterways.
No, I don't think anybody. Well, because they probably haven't got the gear that I have.
Well,
now.
we've got a submarine now. So
Yeah.
That's the only thing he hasn't got. A transit and a submarine. We
Yeah.
was talking about this in the car the
You
other
need
night.
a diving, some diving there.
Because we was talking about his fleet of vehicles, and we said the only thing he ain't got is a transit van and a bus.
We sent Rudy down his Frogman's outfit. How you doing, Rudy? Blah, 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 blah.
Just put some more JD down the hose. He'll be alright.
So yeah, talking like, well, I've got the Regent's Canal up.
There's a bridge in Limehouse, right? And it goes under Commercial Street. And it's one of
Yeah.
the longest bridges that goes under Limehouse, and it's
Commercial
very,
Street.
very haunted.
Yeah,
Because obviously a lot of people, when they used to they used to take the tobacco up from Tobacco Dock,
yeah.
they used to take it up the waterways, a lot of people drowned.
what I think we should do, right? Changing the
Which
subject.
bypasses up north.
What I think we should do is all go up London to where Jack the Ripper's haunts.
Yeah,
were.
that's
Whitechapel.
something we do need
What?
to
Don't
cover.
do it overnight.
Why not?
You've been in Whitechapel overnight. I used to,
Oh.
when I was on the things in Aldwych,
been
oh
Safety in
my God.
numbers.
It's been a long time since I was born in London, but it's been.
It's been a long time. It's
I
changed a lot.
go
since you was
through
there.
Whitechapel quite often because I take people to the Royal London Hospital, and it's
Yes,
very ethnic.
it's very multicultural now, and
Yeah.
you know they don't take lightly to people walking around the streets overnight with video cameras. Put it that way.
I mean, I'd do it just to be a gig.
Rick
but-
turned around and said, "YouTube Stocksbridge bypass."
okay.
Is that the one in Sheffield?
I don't know what.
I
Stocksbridge
just put it in
is.
maps.
Rick, is that the one in Sheffield? Yeah, a lot of the waterways. You've got the River Lee, you've got the River Regent's Canal.
Even the Thames.
Thames is majorly, yeah. Yes, it is in Sheffield, yes.
So you got this one, like the Phantom Swimmer of Camden. Near Camden Lock, some have reported seeing a swimmer suddenly struggling in the water as if being pulled under, only for the scene to fade with no trace. It's believed that this phantom swimmer met a tragic end and his last moments played out repeatedly. Then you got the Lady of the Tunnel in the heart of London near the Islington Tunnel. Funny enough, I know where that is.
The one that goes under Regent's Park.
I think it's that one.
Yeah.
I know that
That's one of the
if
longest
if it's the one I'm thinking of, there's a sign. Oh no, it's not Islington Tunnel, but it's Islington Way.
Yeah, it's.
There's a sign there which is where I learned about the term Leggett. If
Budget and Leggett.
budget Leggett, yeah. There's a sign on the side of the tunnel which tells you where the term Leggett come from, and during the days when the canals were, used
Horse-drawn.
extensively, yeah, what they had to do, because obviously the horse couldn't draw it through the tunnel, so
Humans would.
yeah, they basically lay on their backs on the boats,
Yep.
and they'd use their legs.
Oh yes, yeah, I remember.
to
Yeah.
propel the
Like canal
that's
tunnel,
it.
isn't it?
So that's how the term Leggett came about, because they used to leg the boat through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Leggett, yeah.
So there's a bit of useless information. It'd probably be a good
No,
quiz
that's very
question.
good, very good.
Oh, Adam, have you? This is from Rick again. Adam, have you thought about looking into Dean Bushell murder in Essex, the Ricky Percival story?
I've heard about that. Take a nose into that. Again, it depends how recent it was, and if there's any family members or anything.
Because we've got to be careful on murders.
Yeah. As I was saying earlier.
Obviously, if they're old and there's no relatives around, then yes, we can cover them. But we've got to be very, very respectful to the current living, because obviously it's their family and friends. And
But yeah, that's a very interesting thing.
Well, softly, isn't it?
Yeah.
here's a random fact for you with canals, and the River Lee's got it as well. Do you know most canals have got plugs to drain them off? They've got massive chains that go up to the side. You ever see walk down here? Because I've actually cycled the whole of Regent's Canal when I was younger, obviously. It's a beautiful place. I say it's the River Lee as well. But there's these chains, and I see a YouTube video on it about they were draining a certain part of the Regent's Canal off.
Or is it
And
like a sluice gate or something?
Basically, it's a massive great plate, an iron
Yeah,
plate.
slide it.
And what they do, they pull the chain, they get a winch, pull the chain up, and it goes straight into the sewer.
Right.
And they block off locks between them, and they can drain that off to clean. And there's like 2 or 3 per lock between locks. So it takes a while to drain, but it does drain down, and it's quite interesting. And I'm wondering if there was. I'm just trying to think of the history of that, because that bloke you said by Camden Lock will have one, right by the lock for drainage. And I wonder if one of them it was actually him being sucked through that one of those sluice gates, well, one of those sluices. That it's been moved, jarred, or whatever, and it was actually draining off, but still filling up. If you know what I mean. But the pressure would be enough to suck him under. That's why he was fighting, struggling.
I actually went to the paper mill lock Saturday, and it was flooded. It was completely flooded. You know, on the photographic tool. I was going to fly my drone and take an aerial view, but someone had already done it. It was a mess. Swimming pool.
There's another one from Rick Harrison as well. Just after Rettendon, Ricky was convicted on a supergrass story, just like Nicole's.
Oh, well, okay. Would you like a pork sausage, my dear?
No, thank you.
Would you like a little sausage?
A little sausage.
There's loads. But
I'm having the last one.
Basingstoke Canal. The soldier's silhouette of Woking. Woking 9 till 5. That's a bus.
That's a typewriter.
That's a bus.
It's a petite 99. Yes, fine. Yeah. You remember that advert?
It's a bus route. Woking 925.
Do you? Yeah, no. Do you remember Do you remember the advert? The 925 over the kids' typewriter.
Yeah,
The petite 99. It was called.
Yeah.
Working 9 till 5. Got the typewriter in my pocket. It's a petite 99. I'm the fastest in the office. Sorry. Show my age now.
In Woking, the shadowy outline of a World War I soldier has been seen saluting before fading away. Local tales suggest he might be a fallen soldier paying his respects to the world he left behind.
Things like that tend to be ghosts, and you
Yeah.
don't really get anything from ghosts. You need to engage with spirit, don't you? So
Is ghosts just residual
yeah,
memory?
Yeah.
like recording in
Yeah.
time, if you like.
Stone tape effect. And that's what I've always thought that. Because people say, oh, ghosts and like, but they're only just recording memories.
You can stand there and talk to them, they'll still do exactly the same thing they do every time. They
Yeah.
won't interact.
The floating man of Marsworth. This is an Aylesbury Canal. In Marsworth, a ghostly figure is said to hover just above the water surface, drifting slowly with the current.
Sorry to interrupt you, I thought you said the farting man. And I'm thinking, really? And that's why I realised you said floating.
Yeah. Well, I can't see him, but I can smell him.
Is that sulphur you can smell?
Some believe he might have been a victim of a canal accident. His spirit is still trapped within its watery depths. That's the floating man.
There must have been a lot of deaths around. I'm sorry to be morbid, but there must have been a lot of accidents and around waterways. Because they're just there. I know a lot of them only 2-3 foot deep, some 4 foot deep, but water is still.
There's so many on here. The trouble is a lot of them are far away, but
Well, that's what I mean. They're not exactly in the local area,
yeah,
are they?
that's the only downside. I mean, we're
You know.
Rick's got a question for you, Adam.
yes,
Adam, can I just ask before I go?
yeah.
The Billy Jasper story. What's your opinion on that?
I have given an opinion on it.
I think you mentioned him on your new video. On the video.
Yeah. Now, I do know he was a quality informant, which kind of surprised one or two people that his story was dismissed by Ivan Dibley. But when he took, and so I followed the route best I can. The description of the route he gave was accurate because I followed it, and particularly around Southwood and Ferrers, which is an area I know pretty well through when I used to do my apprenticeship, which is in Rawruff, which is just down the road, and all the times we've been out on the Sunday up to Burnham Crouch, because you've got the Burnham Bend, so it's popular with bikers. So I know that area quite well, and it's not really changed much since that event happened. So when Billy Jasper took the police, the police on that route, and he described the things, as I say, that was an accurate description. And how does a guy from Canning Town know a little back road, which is not even a road, it's literally a single track, Rectory Lane? How did he know where it was?
Yeah.
There's no sat navs then, or if there were, they were bare infancy. How did a guy from Canning Town know how to get there? And also when he dropped off, now I've had people come and say, oh no, he wasn't dropped there, he was dropped here, sort of thing. But obviously I've gone down the lane, you know, in the last couple of years. 1995, there wouldn't have been quite so many buildings down that lane. And I'm sure he said he went to the end of the lane, and there was 2 gates now. And when I've gone to the end of the lane, there is one gate to the left. On the right hand side where I parked my car, there's a fence there, but there is a clearing which would have been big enough for a gate. So was there a gate there in 1995, but it's since been fenced off. But certainly when Billy Jasper said he'd gone down to the end of the lane, Mr. D jumped out, and he said he was gone 30-40 minutes. Now I've tracked down to Workhouse Lane and back in about 40 minutes, and there was only 2 lakes then, there's 3 now, so I've had to go round one lake to get there. So what, in my opinion, Billy Jasper's account is accurate, at least that bit. Whatever else happened before or after that, I can't comment on, but certainly the bits I've covered do hold true. And it's, again, why that's being ignored. You know, there's so much evidence out there, and, you know, TMI have been on it closely, and I've spoken to Albert on a few things. You know, that does show up. I've proved it. So why it's still being, you know, people still say, no, he was full of crap and all the rest of it.
Well, changing the subject slightly.
Yes.
Non-compliance is just put up. Sorry, saw the thumbnail and thought it was Googlebox.
Gogglebox.
Googlebox. Or Gogglebox, yeah, Gogglebox.
Oh,
More like
Gogglebox.
Gigglebox, not Googlebox.
Gigglebox, yeah.
Gigglebox, yeah.
Yeah, except we're not watching telly. None of us watch TV.
Is Albert still working with To Me?
Yes, yeah, he's still doing bits. I see his stuff come up on my timeline, so I know this. You know, Albert's still working on it. I haven't spoken to Albert for quite a while, but as I say, the events that happened last year kind of pulled me away from it.
Both you are.
And hopefully I will speak to him again regarding whatever information we can glean regarding Darren, and with the other sites that the at least 2 or 3 of the trio were spotted at on that evening, because he has got the statements. So hopefully we'll talk to him again and we'll follow them up.
Non-compliance set. I thought it was a bit spooky that little memorial that was built at the bottom on the Workhouse Lane.
Yeah.
That's the Chickpea project, Operation Chickpea.
That's right, yeah, because I visited that.
Yeah,
and
Operation
I've done a
Chickpea.
video on it. It's
Which I found amazing, because I thought, because of what happened there, they've put a memorial there for fallen soldiers.
What happened there?
You were there Saturday, Workhouse Lane, the memorial at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Operation Chickpea, which I
Yeah,
thought
I
was a
did.
bit weird.
Yeah, you're right. Sweet pea, Operation Sweet Pea.
that's it.
That was it.
Not
Sorry, I have to
chickpea.
apologise.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about chickpeas. Sweet pea, Operation Sweet Pea, yeah, which is kind of like a little bit.
It's what they've done there is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. As I say, you can go and watch my video on it. It's in my Rendon collection, and they've got memorabilia, or let's say memorabilia. You know, they've got objects from, because you know the poppy thing. It's about people, all the serving off.
The fallen.
Yeah, it's for the fallen. So in any conflict, it's not just the
Yeah.
2 world wars. It's Korea, it's Falklands,
Yeah.
it's the Troubles. You know, so it's any conflict we've been involved with. And when you go into the sheds there, they've got folders of all the, and there'll be a picture of whatever's serving officer or soldier or airman or whatever you. There'll be a picture of them, who they were, what rank they held, and what they served.
I agree with
and
you
it's
on
very,
that.
very sombre.
I agree with you on that non-compliance. He said, I just thought it was a strange place to locate it.
Yeah.
I did as
It is,
well.
but for some people, just because there've been a murder there, it doesn't matter.
I know, but it's one of the most high-profile murders,
For
and
example.
Yeah, it's something
Yeah.
so peaceful and
Yeah,
To me,
Or maybe it's an attempt to change
yeah.
how it's remembered
To me-
or
why
change
was
the
it-
energy.
He's wondering why that location was chosen.
Probably the energy change, you know, because
Yeah. Maybe it was to put good there.
Yeah, to me, it felt very healing.
Yeah, it's nice.
It felt that
Well,
what
you've
they've
got,
done there feels very
we've
healing.
got an element of solace there, and
Yeah.
It was very peaceful.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, I would certainly urge anyone that's in the area to go and look in there and pay the respects because even though it gets there.
Well, we did, didn't we? So
Mm.
we didn't go in. We actually stood outside.
Yeah.
and-
No,
Yeah.
but I would say if you go out there during the day, just go in and look through all the folders, and you say you'll see all the fallen and all the memorabilia and everything else.
This might make sense to you, Adam.
Mm.
Right? While you was talking about that, something just popped into my head, and I ignored it, and then it popped back in again, and I ignored it, and it popped back in again. So I'm going to tell you. It says now you're giving up the Reddington, the Essex boys. How about concentrating on the monk at the Priory?
Can do. Yeah, I'll go over there.
His history.
Yeah, oh
And then,
yeah.
then what got back to me, it was when we do the Priory, you can do a little segment on the monk, and because you know he doesn't like you, and that'd be perfect for you.
I'm quite happy to go over there and annoy him.
But then what popped into my head, what about historical figures of Southend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the Joneses, which were
Just
the
do little mini ones of
philanthropists.
each one of them.
Yeah.
Because it just popped into my head, and I could see us at the Priory talking about this monk, and this monk's coming through on the K2, and he's coming through on the Spirit Talker and the Ghost Tube, and I can just see lots of activity. So it kind of think it might be something more local to work on.
Yeah.
Because we all know about the Priory. Come on, we live it. So but finding out the history's all there.
Yeah.
So it might be a good little mini doc.
Yeah.
there's a lot of haunted history in Southend.
It's,
Where
it's,
we're
a lot of
going-
it is
where
documented though, isn't it?
Where we're
So-
going abroad, further afield, we should really. I mean, what about them places that are not so documented?
Saxon King. We've got
Yeah.
mounds with
We've got
supposed to be
mounds and burial-
political
Yeah,
figures buried in
Exactly.
the bloody mounds.
exactly.
I know it's on the main road. We can't get access because we look
Well,
a
there's
bunch of
one
bloody wanties
Saxon
standing on
grave
campus.
along Victoria Avenue, isn't there?
Yeah.
People don't really notice it's there, but it's
Non-compliance has said, "Oh, that's a very good
Oh,
suggestion. Replace evil energy with positive energy." I thought of that like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that negates the negative energy if you put something positive there, and it changes the whole vibration.
There's always things non-compliance that when something bad happens in a place, they try to replace it with something good,
Well, yeah, it's all about converting
converting the negative to good.
negative to positive. That's what it's
And the other, actually, I mean, it's something I would still like to go and do is go back to the site where James McCauley was shot. You know, because that kind of brought a couple of things together. It was a piece of history because there's nothing there to mark that it was an anti-aircraft battery. It's only through studying a lot of old maps and documents and case notes and all that I was able to learn about the site, the anti-aircraft site, and what happened there. But I feel like I should go back because we went there twice, and then I went back a third time just to read through the whole case and the stories, and then I interjected my thoughts at the end of it. But I feel like I should go back there and see if there's any healing that can be done there. That would be a good thing to say because there's also war history in Southend. You've got the Heinkel,
Loads of it.
the Heinkel 111 that come down Liffstown Way. I've been over there. I was on my own, so I was trying pathetic attempts at German to try and get contact with them.
What is your name?
Yeah, he speaks German. What is your name? I sat in that because it's a park now, and I sort of sat in there with a couple of bits of equipment. And
I know, at the swing park, which is above a sewer. Do you know that? It's above a sewage tank.
Yeah,
Because two or 3 years ago when I was driving
yeah.
past it, they actually lifted all the swing park off it and actually cleaned it all out, and it's
Okay.
massive.
Wow.
It's a massive sewage, like sluice drain. It's really massive, and they recovered it, resealed it, and then put the park back on top of it.
Yeah.
It's a bit ironic. But
I even think there's stuff at Southend Airport. I've read about stuff at Southend Airport because again that was used as that was instrumental in the Second World War.
if you want to go down the war route, right, think about something that no one's ever done in this area. The pillboxes. Two Tree Island's got 3 of them.
Yeah.
You've got
I've been in one of them.
Yeah, I've been the one on the corner, which is basically all derelict now. But you've got 3 on Two Tree Island. You've got 2 massive ones by Bales Gifford, right near the church we was at. If literally,
Of course, yeah, the further down the lane.
if we come out the church, go off to the church and walk through that field, 2 fields, there's a massive great battery.
Yeah, I think Beyond the Point have visited them. I'm sure Beyond the Point have done, but they're not paranormal. They're just historical.
I mean, I remember doing the Nissan huts at Rivenhall.
Yeah.
And when I was watching Masters of the Air, the new Steven Spielberg, you know, about the American bombers based in England, and they were in these Nissan huts.
That's right.
And I thought, yeah, I remember being in them in Rivenhall and seeing the curved structures. They're not there now, they've been bulldozed, but done them. And we got a couple of picked up a couple of American guards and the guard dogs there. And you know, it was like, oh, you've got a lot of kind of anomalies on the film, on the night camera.
When you saying that, Rudy, the Thames Gateway, before it was built, it wasn't just a bank, it wasn't just a riverside, it was actually it was actually a little dock there. There was actually a concrete plinth, which they used to, or wooden plinth. It was used in the Second World War, but they chose that site because it was nice and accessible for Thames Gateway, up by Corringham.
Yeah.
Like, past Thames Haven, not so far down as Tilbury. So they used that place there, and you've got that conservation area there at Corringham, which you can see it. And there's a lot of history there around that part because you can walk right round to it. Obviously, you need permission to get access to Thames Gateway. So it's a high secure area now, but I mean, like Tilbury Docks is not as secure as it used to be because obviously they deal with passenger freight now, and not cargo. Yeah. So it'd be more. You'd have more chance of getting access to that dock than you would anything else, like Chatham Docks.
What's reflecting over there?
In what way?
Did you look over there just a minute ago?
I think so.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I was looking at the chocolate.
If you're saying about something over there,
No, that's you that's doing that.
If you're saying something over there, I felt there's something there, not huge. There's nothing there, but there's something there. If that
there
makes
was a
sense.
reflection just there. And
It's probably my hand doing that.
Yeah, sure.
Because I do that a lot, so
Yeah.
I'm very sort of like, you know,
Yeah, you're very expressive.
too much
with
coffee.
your
for
eyes,
us.
yeah.
You like to gesticulate.
Is that what
Gesticulate?
Is that what you make us?
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything. Gesticulation. Thank you very much.
And I did see something go over that side, and you turned your head. You looked over there and thought, "Oh, is he seeing that as well?" But hey. Anyway, carry on.
How about somewhere like Canvey in the flood of 1950?
Yeah. We did touch on that when we went over when we went to do the bomber. Because I think we was getting stuff through to do with the flood.
Was it only Canvey that was really affected?
Yeah.
Or was there other areas?
Well, that flood hit the whole East Coast because
We couldn't get on one side, could we? Because it was all fenced off.
Yeah, because where I wanted to go was right in the corner.
Well, you could
where
kill
the
2
mirror
birds with
is.
one stone if you've got to take your car to Thames Transmissions. We're up there, so.
No, I don't need it now. I think he's doing it on site. But yeah, when we tried to get the bomber crew, when we did it, I think that was the live stream we did.
Yeah.
But other stuff was coming through and was getting the balls.
Yeah, because we had to bypass the caravan side because they wouldn't let us on there.
Oh, you're thinking of the other side.
They were both sides.
Yeah.
There was a side we couldn't get on because they were doing a lot of work along the seafront now.
Yeah, that's
And
yeah.
and the other side where there was a caravan site on the other
No
side.
one lets drive through it.
Oh.
So we had to do what we did.
Just thinking, if you want to do war stuff, there's plenty of history in Essex alone.
Yeah.
Southend alone and Canvey. I mean, you had the bomber, obviously the other side of the water as well.
Yeah.
You got all the forts as well.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't do the coach house in where was it? Colchester, was it? Or something like that.
I mean, those places, you know, it's getting the access into.
Got bullet holes in it as well from muskets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's a shame we couldn't get access to the garrison battlements. You know, that's what I've kind of been trying to research. But to get into that battlement, the one with the gate on it,
Yeah, I know.
that goes up to the roof and it goes down even further because they've got the
There's
magazine
tunnels
storage.
down there as
Yeah.
well.
That link all of them up to the MOD. But they're now been, obviously the MOD buildings have been replaced with houses, so they've blocked them in, but you can still get access to the tunnels. It'd be nice if we can actually get access to them because that's part of Shuba's history.
You can only ask. You can ask them. What are they called now?
The Garrison Historical.
No,
what are you talking about? The
You're talking about Kinetic now.
yeah, kinetic.
Kinetics. Well, I'm sure like they've got all the old railway buildings
Yeah,
there, right?
yeah.
And I mean, it's 26 miles of track, and old engine sheds date back to like the 20s.
Well, you can always ask about.
You know,
say
I'm
you're,
sure they
you
wouldn't
know,
mind. I mean,
you're a
I know they don't want
paranormal
you
group.
videoing the area, but if you was to video inside only, I'm
Specific.
sure.
Well, you have to come. You have to tell them what you exactly we're going to do, and we're not going to disclose or show any videos.
Because I know you want to be a paranormal channel, which is good, but adding historics with the paranormal gives it more of an urge, you know, it gives you more of an oomph because
It's more histrionics. And anything
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
that's why with the Priory, look at all the history we need, it's there in front of us. And, you know, when we done the abandoned house in Malden, we had nothing, we were running blind. And we still can't find anything on it. There's no postcode or address to it.
No, I drove past. You know when we came out of that house and we parked in a car park and walked round to look at a little house that was on the end of a road. Drove past there the other day. Can't remember where I was going now. And they're going to knock it down. I thought, oh, if we'd done that, we could have a little look.
Same as Nazareth House. We could have got in Nazareth House, but
It's going to be a school, isn't it?
it's knocked down. It's been knocked down.
No,
It's
all
in
the floors
process
are
of being
gutted.
knocked down. It was.
The main building's still there.
They started. Yeah, I've seen all the rubble outside. They started on it, so it's running along now.
I was saying to Adam when we was going over to Rettendon, I said there's two places I'd love to have gone. One had been Runwell before they knocked it down, and the other one was Claybury in Chigwell. Chingford, Claybury Hospital. That was massive, and they knocked it down.
Is Goodmays still there and still being used as a hospital?
What's that?
Goodmays. Is it still a secure unit?
What? Is that Runwell?
No. It's in next to King George Hospital, in Barking and Dackworth, actually in Redbridge.
Oh, I don't know.
But they were closing all of them, weren't they? So I just wonder if that's still there.
Care in the Community Project.
Yeah.
Wonderful thing that was.
Didn't work, did it?
I wonder whose idea that was. Oh, well, let's do Care in the Community.
The shambles would be good. I know it's not around here.
I love the shambles. It's like walking through Discworld, that is.
It's just
Where's that?
mad, isn't it?
The shambles in York.
Never been there. Discworld.
Yeah.
Richmond? Was that a donkey
Ah,
cart?
Brickwind.
Have you ever tried to do
Was that a
Glastonbury?
donkey cart?
Hey?
Have you ever done Glastonbury?
No.
I expect that's done a lot though, to be fair.
So I'd like to do stuff like that, like Stonehenge and all that.
You try getting in.
We stayed with many years ago when I was in my late teens. We stayed with my boyfriend at the time's sister, and she and her husband were Jehovah's Witnesses, so they didn't believe in anything like this at all.
No.
No, and there's a place they lived in Andover in Hampshire, and there's a place there called Coombe Gibbet,
Yeah.
and on this hill is the gibbet where they used to hang people, and they went up there one night, some nookie, and they couldn't get off. It's not even that big, but every time they thought they were going along the path to go down, they end up back by the gibbet. She said she's never been more scared in her life. They just ended up
Well, that's what you get for having
locking doors.
candlelight. I mean, because when you was
Locking
young,
doors
there was
and
no
staying
electricity,
there.
wasn't there?
But I wonder
know,
if
so-
there's anything, like in places like that.
Yeah, it's worth going. I mean, it's
Not
still,
necessarily there, but
I mean, it's still be worth a crack going back to Hangman's Hill.
High Beach, yeah.
Yeah, because we did do that.
Even though it's been proven, it's obviously the opposite. The hill's going down
Yeah.
instead of up. So, but it's just an optical illusion. But yeah, that's supposed to be Dick Turpin territory, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But I did. We went there during the day. Me and Kira went up to the Owl. Had a quick chat with that Adam Brooks. You know, now on GB News and all that.
Yeah.
Very nice guy. He is,
Okay.
yeah, lovely.
Mm.
Yeah. And then we just took a quick nose down to Hangman's Hill and done the, But it is an optical illusion. I mean, Adam Paranormal Essex, he had, I think, he put a spirit level on it, proved it was.
Yeah.
yeah, there's one in Scotland as well, isn't there? That's the same thing. You roll
Yeah.
up the hill instead.
But I did go back again with Tracy and Ricky and that
See that
at
bit,
night, and yeah, we got some EVPs in there.
That tree was it's called Hangman's Hill for a reason. They did hang people on it.
Mm.
Whether that was back in the 40s and 50s for fun, or whether that was for trees and whatever they did, I don't know. But I know there was a lot of like satanical stuff done there.
Yeah.
Because Epping Forest
Epping Forest is classic for that.
is really, I mean, there's a lot of cultists and Satanists that actually use it.
Well,
Trust me.
druidic satanic sacrifices.
I remember being
all that
16.
old shit round there. Excuse French.
Remember being 16 and going camping randomly in the woods. I've never been so shit scared in my life, and I don't scare
Yeah, it's
easily.
one I might be busy for then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we set one on there about 180 views, which is.
It's like when you said that when you was a teenager. All I got in my head, and I don't know if this was someone telling me.
I'm just looking at
to
my
joke
video
with
for
you,
Ringman's Hill.
but they said yeah, because when you was younger, they used to like the gas lights with
When
rods
we went back,
on along the street. And it was
I've only
coal
had
powered.
79 views. When we went the first time,
Sorry,
we had 3,300.
That's it's not me. Voices. I've got a message, and obviously someone would know.
That's your alter ego, that is.
Yeah, I mean, that was, as I say, you can see how early that is, my early intro. But that had
So-
3,300 people watched that.
So, have you officially now changed the group's name?
Not yet.
Obviously, when the new video comes out.
Yeah, because
So, what are you actually going for now? Have you made up your mind what you're going to call it?
I quite like Southend Paraquest. That was quite.
What I said?
Yeah.
Yeah, the psychic words. Yeah,
Paraquest.
Paraquest. Yeah.
Yeah.
As in everything
So,
paranormal.
Southend Power Quest.
Yeah.
Right.
That is
Sadly, you said Southend Paranormal.
South in
Yeah.
And that's that Power Quest. That's good. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I came up with that the other day because you do a lot of these. I mean, Andy Collins. I know. I've been to a few of his lectures and I met him.
Paul has just turned around and said, "Ghosts are nothing to fear. They are fascinating." Totally, Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely get that.
Yeah.
Everyone's got its own comical
And
stature.
spirits, and all they're fascinating.
Yeah, I'm drinking them. Drinking
I've got
old
loads of
Jack
different spirits.
Daniels.
I've even got the Jim Beam of Orange as well, which I'm looking forward to trying.
Not trying to get
But no,
sussed, are you?
Yeah, I mean, we had this conversation earlier, didn't we, about ghosts and residual, and ghosts are more a stone tape effect of the events that happened in a place, but
That's why they're
spirits are more
often-
the entities.
It's like a
That's
video
why they're
that's
often higher
replaying,
than
isn't
the
it? Lower.
the floor, or lower than the floor. Because over the years, it's either gone or been built up.
Yes, been,
And
yeah.
Paul says, "Hello from Southend."
Hello, hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Hello from Southend too.
Yeah. So yeah, so that would be a take home. We're going to change to Southend Paraquest.
There's a place in Raynham, opposite Tesco. It's an old building. It's owned by a National Trust. I can't remember what it's called.
What's it again? Sorry.
In Raynham, in Essex,
Yeah.
opposite the Tesco, the big Tesco. It's about 4 or 5 stories high. Looks a bit Georgian.
I know the one.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't, let me have a look. I can't remember what it's called.
Talk about the new channel though. Get onto that subject. I mean, Rudy's intro, brilliant. That-
Yeah, I'm going to do the music intro.
music. Jeff
that's
with
it.
his picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff's good at the
That was a
photography.
blinding picture. That just I don't know how you felt, but it
No,
resonated
I
with
liked
me
it.
big
I
time
liked
with
it.
what he did.
I liked it very
That
much.
really looked good. Obviously, I'm hoping that he comes through with the actual some sort of badge, logo type
Yeah.
thing, because that would. I mean, obviously, if you're going to call it Southend Paraquest now, I mean, obviously you can use that for something. And so, you know, we chuck some ideas at him and just leave him for a week and let him design something and see how you feel.
Something like a ghost image over the pier or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. It's just like you've got the pier going off and then a like sort of ghost image over it.
Or, as Jeff suggested, one of the most famous, apart from the pier, is Hadley Castle.
Oh, it's called Raynham Hall. Imaginative.
Hadley Castle.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say
A Georgian
Hampton
house.
Castle,
I had a thought.
because that's more historic, isn't it?
yeah, I had a thought. You know the tower that's there?
Yeah, the existing tower.
Jeff doing that picture of us in that tower,
Yeah, it could be.
because that would
Yeah.
look really good.
Yeah.
With a few of those, obviously I've got those lights, we can set it up, so obviously,
I
or
think
you
the
can
whole
do the
point
film.
is he's trying to have nothing behind us. That is just.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
just
Our
the
faces.
actual
But
people.
I mean, I don't know how he's going to light our faces to see. That's what I mean.
I guess he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, obviously he knows more about it than me. I'm just saying, but it'd be something historic. Yeah, but the
Yeah.
pier. I mean, a logo with a pier would be really good. Something that hasn't been done before. I do agree with Jeff on that. Something that's really outstanding that no one's done.
But yeah,
Best
it's
we
got-
don't talk about it on here then,
No.
in case anyone
That's why I'm not
listens.
mentioning it. I'm just bringing, in case Jeff is watching. Oh, here we go. Paul said, "I did not believe in ghosts until I saw one in 2007. I was a security guard in Brentwood." The cleaning ladies saw the same thing. It was an old lady staring at me in a private hospital.
There you go, mate.
Wow.
Seeing is believing, as
Yeah.
everybody says.
Even Brentwood's got its own history. I mean, there's the ruins of an abbey there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go and do it because right slap bang in the centre. But
Oh.
you know,
Just don't mention the pink toothbrush. I
I
wouldn't like to do. I wouldn't like to do a
Hang on,
paranormal
wait,
investigation. Oh, where is it? Braintree, wherever. I don't know where it is.
What, the
Big
picture?
toothbrush.
I've never been
Rayleigh.
that side of
It's
Essex.
Rayleigh.
Is it Rayleigh?
Is it Rayleigh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one? When I done my driving test in Brentwood, we went past and there was a massive, great big like towery place.
Sugar Hut.
Was it the Sugar Hut?
Oh,
That's the
Yes,
one.
in
yeah.
Basildon.
No,
No,
that's
Sugar,
Brentwood.
the Sugar Hut's Brentwood.
Oh,
It's,
because
it's,
I was
Where's
down-
Howie's film?
it's about
Yeah, they do
it's a
towers,
couple of
don't
hundred yards from the pub
What's
I
the one?
do.
Oh,
The pub I work in is about 200
I thought
yards
that
down
was
from
in-
it.
Paul said I checked it out with the wall sister. They told me that it was told me that they died 2 weeks before.
Oh, wow.
I so you saw a relatively
New one.
recent,
Yeah.
new ghost, apparently. Yeah.
Spirit.
Come on, I'm gonna go Spirit,
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 sorry,
yeah.
They're still there, obviously.
Or they just pop back because.
Got back,
They liked
maybe
it.
that's the last place they wanted to be, and so they just ended up there.
Harry Nicholson said, "What about Southend Pier? Doing an investigation on that."
Well, we
That's a good one.
Has anything bad happened on there?
Yeah.
Bowling alley.
Yeah.
A few people died in the bowling alley.
plenty of things have happened.
There's a fire, wasn't there?
Plus the
Yeah.
boat went through it and the roller coaster that you split at the end in the 20s that
Yeah.
collapsed. And
Plenty
couple
of things
died.
have happened at that pier, and you can get some.
Even the
really-
Kurzel.
if you go to Southend Museum, there's information in there about something that happened down there. But it's getting access, and that's the thing. I know. Obviously, part of it goes on the tours.
Go up there and hide.
They've been-
So when they close it.
Does
Heather said-
be good
Heather
for that.
said, 8th of November 2017, Southend Pier, the pier has a figure of a tall man in a long coat which has been chased to the end of the pier and then disappeared. No, it wasn't me, and I ain't got a trench coat.
You have.
Oh,
But it's like a cowboy type
it
one.
wasn't that one.
And you're
But
a
no.
tall man.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me! I wasn't there!
Right.
No, but that might be a good idea. I mean, if we can... I mean, obviously, we should be able to get access to the pier. Come on.
Yeah,
They're
it's
pretty good because I mean
fun
we,
area
actually,
to talk to.
we are residents of this place.
Yeah.
And, you know, should talk to the council maybe. I don't know.
Paul said, I haven't been to the pier in ages. I must go soon.
Yeah.
You ain't missing much, Paul. I promise you. You ain't missing
It's a long
much.
bloody walk as
Ah,
well.
it's a
isn't it?
lovely walk.
Yeah.
It's
though.
a lovely walk, but
It's
it's
a
not...
bit. It's disappointing when you get to the end, but the views are nice. It's a nice day with a bit of breeze. It's lovely.
All the fish and chip shops are gone, aren't they? So.
Jamie Oliver's on the end of the pier, isn't
In the toilets.
he? In the toilet.
Yeah, we don't know what he does in the toilets.
I think that's why that restaurant is called Toulouse, isn't it? Down in Chalkwell.
Yeah.
That's an old public toilet, Toulouse. I think that's what they
Toulouse,
call
yeah.
that, yeah.
Oh, what, on the seafront?
Yeah.
The one, yeah.
No, that's oh, I don't know, Fishy Creek or something. I don't know.
She cried, I don't know.
Something Creek.
Maybe
Yeah.
you do have Essex girls, I don't want to know.
No, these were public toilets, and they been made into a restaurant called Toulouse.
Yeah. Paul said I used to get the train for the way back. Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah, Mum did when she used to work down there, and my nan. In fact, my nan was on the end of the pier every time it's been set light to. I reckon it was on her thanks.
Yeah. Because what I mean, I've done it with Heather a few times. I used to walk down there and then get the train back because after having fish and chips and lunch down there, you was too bloated to walk back.
Oh
you
no,
got
we
them.
walk up there, walk back. I like it.
Heather said the Cage, St Osiph, said to be the most haunted house in Essex.
Yeah.
what?
Now there's an
Cage.
interest.
Yeah, the cage.
St Osiph.
When I go,
That's
my boy lives
Clacton,
up.
isn't it?
Yeah, my boy lives up in Clacton, and I've just taken on a pub in St Osiph.
Yeah.
So might be worth an inquiry.
Yeah, she did spell it right. Paul said I really miss Keddies in the high street. My God, you're going back some.
Yeah.
Not
I
sure
used
if
to
I
work
spelled
in
it
there.
right. And
I
Heather-
love Keddies. Just
Keddies,
get
yeah.
cheap Levi's in there.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I went to work at Mayhem when it opened, which was in the old basement.
Mayhem, yeah.
Yeah, and there was still old wallpaper up and stuff around the car, the fire exits and stuff around the back of the pods.
Wow, look at aerial view of Canuden, mate. Wow.
That is,
Any pear trees?
Superb.
yeah.
Church.
I'm ignoring you.
Oh, good, right. Yeah, that's good. We have to get some more drone footage, though, not pairs. But of other things.
Apples.
Bananas and... No, they ain't got no bananas in the country.
Pears.
Pears. No, I mean more drone footage of... I mean, you still got that footage of Hadley Castle, haven't you?
Who?
That time we
Oh,
let
yes,
you
I've
over
got
there.
the
and that
drone.
was-
Yeah,
I've
that's
got
right.
drone footage there looking right down that tower.
Yeah.
I'm just hovering above it.
I loved it when I used to drive a train, like on a Friday and Saturday night, kids used to start firing, put a campfire in, and it would really make the ambience. And you drive along there like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and you just see the flame flickering, and through the little half-light windows, it looked superb. Obviously, they won't allow it. What happened to the fruit stalls? Said Paul.
The fruit stalls. Fruit stalls.
Southend used to have a high street stalls on it, didn't it?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because when it was a roadway, you used to have stalls on the road, didn't you?
Yeah.
Same as Walthamstow High Street. That's still got it's a roadway going down there, and there's just stalls going down there. Isn't it funny? Right? I lived in the place with the longest high street, and I live in the place with the longest pier. Weird.
That's yeah. There's probably old stuff in Old Lee to check out as well.
Old Lee's really good. I mean, the Old Lee station, right? I mean, there's a lot of railway history in this place as well. I mean, you've got Low Street station, which is no longer there, but the foundations are still there.
Yeah.
Right. It's now near East Tilbury. You've got all that. You've got the old sidings there, which have been ripped up now, but there's a lot of history there. Loads of history along this line, and people don't realise it. Like Shoebury, where Towerfield is, you know where the terminal is?
Yeah.
That used to be sidings with a massive big coal hopper. And I've got pictures still. And Shoebury used to go, I mean, where Cumberland Packaging is, that used to go right way back as well. There was a massive big depot here. And half of Shoebury was covered by it. But no one ever...
Yeah.
The Peter Boat?
Yeah. That's I love that pub.
Crooked Billet, isn't that the oldest one there?
Yeah.
Crooked Billet?
I think that would actually... When I used to live in Walthamstow, right, where the A406 there used to be a pub there. It used to be called Billet Roundabout, or the Crooked Billet Roundabout. There was a pub there called the Crooked Billet. And what they did, they took the name and they moved it down to Essex somewhere. And I don't know if it's true, I'm going to have to check this up. I think that Crooked Billet was the same, not the same, but the same signage that used to be in Walthamstow along the Billet Roundabout. Because that's the nearest Crooked Billet there is to Walthamstow. And I remember when the highways agencies bought that land to build the A406 underpass, they had to knock the pub down. Because the pub was on the roundabout.
Yeah.
So to extend it out, they knocked the pub down, and I think they relocated them in Essex somewhere. So I'm thinking that the one in Leigh-on-Sea is actually the original Crooked Billet. Not the building, because obviously the building, there wasn't enough room, but I think the pub was relocated down to here, and that would have been late 80s, early 90s. So I don't know how long the Crooked Billet's been down here.
More than that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
He loves East Beach in the summer as well.
Yeah.
Trouble is they put those boulders up now, don't they? So
Flood defence,
yeah, well, it's like Dymchurch. Well, Dymchurch is one of the best beaches you could ever imagine.
Oh, it's massive.
Now they've put
Such
rocks,
a long way to walk.
but now they've put rocks all the way along.
Yeah, well, they have to. It's such a flat beach.
Uh,
Once you get over them, though, the beach is still massive.
Yeah, I went to Walthamstow once, wasn't sure if I'd make it back alive. I was born there, so I lived there for quite a long time, and Hackney area. Yeah, I wouldn't go back there now.
No,
Too many gangs in it, man.
I wouldn't go back there either.
But you get me, Dominic, bruv?
Yeah, you get me, fan. I've got 2 bags in it, man.
I was born in Bow and I wouldn't go back there if you paid me.
I was born in Southend.
So you're an Essex bird, isn't you?
I'm an Essex girl. Through and through. I own it. I'm proud of it. Not wrong with
An
that.
Essex girl's favourite wine. I want to go night time.
Right, so I don't like wine, so yeah, Cannon Lace would be infinitely better.
There's so many jokes about Essex girls. Isn't
I know, just don't.
Crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
You don't know where the knickers around her ankles to keep her ankles warm.
That's
Here
it.
we go.
Oh yeah, love it. Sorry.
Okay.
I ain't going to mention the vajazzle joke either. No, that's too bad. Even YouTube would frown upon that.
Yeah, I'll never forgive Towie for giving this girl such a bad.
The only
I don't
way
think I'd
is-
never heard the term ream, well gel, or any of that until they started saying
Oh,
it.
it's rain, bruv.
Well gel.
Are they even talking English?
No.
They don't talk in Essex, I'll tell you that.
Oh dear.
There's a lot of places in Suffolk it's worth visiting.
I like
Lavenham.
Suffolk. I mean, my mate lives in
Lavenham's nice. Very
Felix
good.
Stowe, Lowestoft,
St
Saffron.
Mary's.
Well,
Saffron.
Felixstowe have got that
Suffolk Lighthouse.
the
You got
fort
a pier.
in Felixstowe.
We've got a new name for Heather.
What?
Overwatch.
What?
You know Batman, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the arrow.
Yeah.
I think it's Felicity.
Yes.
Yeah, Overwatch.
The Overwatch, yeah. So Heather, my wife, will now be known as the Overwatch.
All right. We'll put it to call this shortly.
Have I got to move my foot?
Unfortunately, if you want to tread on your toes,
Well, you've already.
I'd advise
You've
you
already
to
come
move
there.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
take your mic with you, please.
No,
We
he
don't
hasn't.
want- good.
No, I
What's
nearly
that
forgot.
all about?
Oh no, come on, that'd be funny.
No, I nearly forgot. I walked to the
Tinkle,
toilet and I went,
tinkle.
alright, put it to the side.
Yeah, just put it in the kitchen.
But yeah, no, they were just looking at the house in Rochford.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's the one I went. Funny enough, went in there because there was a story in the Echo about some more goings on in there.
Yeah.
So we took some of the kids from the Scout group in there. Just no, they really got nice actually. Let's see.
Hev said, is that name good or bad? The Overwatch.
That's good name.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
Means you're watching over everything. You're like
Yeah.
a Hawkeye. I'd prefer to call you Hawkeye, to be honest, because you do watch everything like a Hawk.
Yeah, because Overwatch was, I'm sure, it was either Batman or the Arrow or both, but yeah, that was the one that was sitting back and watching everything for him.
Big Brother's got nothing on you, babe.
No.
Watcher sounds better. Yeah. Big Brother's got nothing on you, babe, trust me. You don't need CCTV camera for you, right?
Yeah, no, it's just, I think the plan is you just need to sit down and write. I mean, I did write down places, but I think, yeah, massive list update.
Well, if you want to, next time we're free, we'll have another little drink up and
Yeah.
we'll put our heads together and we'll just like, I'll get my laptop out on my computer and we'll just sit down and we'll do some research. I'll print some stuff out and we'll kind of vote on it, see what we think. Yeah, how does that feel? Because then it's more
Yeah, I'm up for that.
a consensus that everyone agrees. Because Rudy might say, "Well, I like that place." You know, obviously if there's a pub nearby for Rudy and his JD, we might like that. If there's a chocolate place nearby that sells chocolate, you'll like that.
Oh yeah, of course I'm a woman.
Yeah. But no,
I'm
I
7
think
cream eggs short. It's my bloody dog.
go and buy some more. They're not exactly expensive.
No, he's a fat white.
Well, why do you give chocolate to dogs who are not supposed to have it?
I didn't give it to him, he stole it.
We'll put them up high.
And
Oh, well, it's
actually,
Eliza,
actually dogs can have chocolate. My vet told me that it's really just a money making thing.
yeah.
Pump their stomach, pay a few £100, knock them out.
Do a little
few £100.
dance, get a little eggs, get
He's
dancing.
probably high as a kite now.
Yeah.
On
Sugar.
sugar.
Have you ever
and,
seen cats on catnip?
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Every cat I've ever had,
Yeah.
never been interested in catnip. The two I have now, Delilah and Colin, you can tell
What do you call him Colin for?
Calling the cat.
What's his name?
Delilah I can understand, but Colin?
I think that's great.
Oh, honestly.
I think Keith, Steve, Dave, Paul, any of them names.
Yeah,
would
I
be
think
fine.
that's great. 'Cause, do you know,
It's a
you
proper
always see it
name.
on social media when people post up
This
this
is
real
Skippy.
mean looking coursers, called Corsos
Yeah.
and Rotties, and like, what name would you give this dog? And
Fido.
Yeah, they'll come with these stupid names. I went, Colin.
Yeah,
I like the
Nigel,
ones that call their
Trevor,
dogs Bob.
Steve.
I like Bob. There's a
Yeah,
massive
so
big
anyway,
Doberman.
Colin
Yeah.
has a bit of catnip, and we can tell because his eyes
Shit.
go from being cat eyes.
Dilated.
He's like that. He's like off his teeth.
Oh, there's
We've
more
got
cheese balls as well.
cats.
There's loads over there. There's more cheese balls.
No, I've got.
And all you hear is,
Let me have a look, see what I've got in my goodie
and
bag.
then someone crashing.
You want to have a drink? Do you want to have a drink?
And then they're not
I'm not gonna
themselves
have a
out.
drink.
They
Yeah.
just end up
Just your
crashing.
bottle then. Your glass. Do you want to have a drink, Adam?
Yeah, I've got more coke. so probably not on the end of it.
Oh.
But
I'm just watching
We
the
got
video
lucky on the
about
episode
a
of
new game
cats
called
now,
Pacific
come on.
Drive.
Do what?
A new
Obviously
game
not
called
cat.
Pacific
He's
Drive
still
came out on
alive,
the
he's just
22nd.
been alive, just been out.
It's alright. It's
Oh, your
about
dad's
literally
one.
Yeah,
it's a survival
Yeah,
car
that's what I
game,
said that.
and you've got to repair your car.
Is it
while
someone you
the
know?
entities-
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking into it thinking
Because
that
it was mine to start with when I was
Wasn't he quite an old cat?
yeah, he's 16 now. Yeah,
Sorry, mate.
he's in pretty. I mean, he's in good health for his age.
That's good.
The cat's on catnip. I've been watching some videos on them, and it just giggles. The cats are like,
Oh no, mine aren't. No, they just run round. They get into my bedroom and they go under the bed, over me, under the bed, over me, under the bed, over me.
you ain't giving them enough then.
Oh, they have way too much.
Just
And
put-
then they just
just
crash.
got balled up in the middle.
They wouldn't even care, they just crash through. Oh,
I mean,
no.
when we were ex together, we had like we reowned these cats from home, and one was a massive tabby. He was Fudge. His name was. He was such a sweet cat.
He could have been called Nigel.
Could have been, yeah. Nigel.
You could have called him
Nigel
Bert.
Fudge.
No, it's that's not the right kind
And
of name.
there were pairs. There was him and Guinness, the black one. They went and disappeared. I don't know how or what.
Oh, thanks, mate.
But
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers,
I mean-
Paul. Thank you.
I mean, at night
Oh, there.
they play hide and seek. Well, these two cats would play hide and seek, and you know which cat was running up the stairs by the how heavy it was.
I have
'Cause
nuts.
You
if
know,
that
you know
helps.
when Fudge just run up because you get
Honey-
Guinness and they
honey
go
and salt.
and then you get
I'm
Fudge
fine,
go
mate.
Yeah.
But yeah, one would hide round the door.
Or
Don't want to
sweet
come in
pie
and
chili
you pounce at
peanuts.
him.
I'll go at them.
Can I get them?
I'll have a attack at them.
I'm not really a cat person, but I am now gone.
You're not a
But
cat
Delilah
person.
sits on the end of my bed.
Hey,
I wake up in the
darling.
morning, as soon as my eyes open, she's here. With her nose in my face, she's licking my cheeks,
Yeah.
she's pouring me stuff. Why?
Feed me,
Oh, they're
I
nice.
love you.
They're good.
And then she
Yeah.
sits really
They're lovely.
close.
feed me.
But their purring is
Yeah.
really healing, isn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
they won't bark here.
And they're
Oh, I've missed the messages.
they're supposedly absorb negative energy. No, thank you.
Right, Heather said, Rudy, that place was the old Masonic Hall.
That'd be great to do.
Yeah.
Get a lot of
Paul said he's got 4 cats, and Paul said that haunted house in Essex sounds interesting.
What
Sounds
which one's
interesting,
this
Heather.
is that?
I will look it up.
yeah. That looks good. That whole bit though.
Yeah.
I was looking at.
Isn't there stuff at What Tyler Park? as
Yes,
well?
there is, yeah.
I'm
Loads of
going
it.
to check it out as well.
What Tyler?
I shall get my
Yeah.
wife to have a look
Tyler
at it.
Park. There's stuff there.
I've been to church on the hill there. Got that abandoned church on the hill.
Hmm.
At Pixley.
Oh, St Michael Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Yeah.
Always had stuff come through there.
St Michael's Mount. Isn't that in
Yeah.
Cornwall?
No.
No, it's another one. You're talking about the one up by Bowes Gifford, where at the top of the hill, the Tesco's is,
Yeah.
and you've got the graveyard there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
I've got loads of EVPs up there.
I'm not talking about the one we went with.
Well,
Oh,
Hev,
that's Margaret.
you could do some
Oh,
information on us, find out some information on that
No, we didn't go up to St
Masonic
Michael's.
house,
but
Paul,
Stella.
and I'll print it off.
But
Thank
another
you.
place I want to go back to is St Mary the Virgin in Great Meadow. Because that's where my.
if you send me
my
the link by
sister played
telegram.
football.
I can print it off
Okay, it's cool.
on the Masonic Lodge,
Yeah.
so that I can print it out. Because obviously, if you heard what we said, we're going to.
Why don't we get access to that?
It'd be good to have some. I can print it all out, and we can sort of like have a little drink up off camera and just talk about stuff that we can do in the future.
Yeah.
So any information you can find, just send us a link, babe. All right?
Yeah. So
Oh,
it's close
yeah.
to
Oh, yeah. It looks kind of empty as well, which is good.
It's really
That's
good.
even better.
I've
It's
seen
empty.
it. Seen it. It's really empty. It's really big.
Where is it?
The Masonic Hall.
Yeah, where is it?
Where was it, Rudy? You said where it was. I don't know where it is. That's why I still want to send the information. You was talking about a building. About
It's
what kind of? Where is it, Hev?
Essex. Yeah.
Opposite Old House in Rochford.
Yeah, Essex. Yeah.
So it'll spin through there tomorrow. Something.
She was looking at the pub, or not the pub. In the
Yeah,
opposite-
Rochford Masonic Hall.
Adam.
So,
The old courthouse.
The old free
That's really
Masons.
good.
Yeah.
You can go
Yes,
in there.
dead
It's
opposite the
yeah.
old house pub.
You can go in there.
Yeah, it's open to people.
Yeah, complete with the checkerboard floor, the Sonic
And
floor.
complete with the ice symbols all up on the ceiling.
And
Oh,
the
no.
Sonic floor.
And it's
Black and white symbols.
they always got their ice symbols by doorways, so they can watch what you're. But not. It's the theory is they can watch.
It's Lucifer's eyes, isn't it?
Oh,
Eye.
yeah. Yeah, literally dead opposite.
I don't know if you're allowed in there though.
Not unless you're a mason.
Doesn't say, man. It's a listed building. Blah blah.
But it's very haunted.
So,
Why? Don't say anything about visiting or how much to get in or anything like that.
No.
Sure, there's a back door.
Thanks for that.
Oh, that's weird.
Ones and these.
They're nice, aren't they?
Oh, nice.
I'll save a few for Hev because obviously she likes them as well. No, I've got half a bag there, so I'm going to save half for Hev. So I'm saving some of these chocolates back because she's had her eye on them. Right?
It's got a bar which is comfortable, well equipped. Supplying draft beer, cider and lager.
No, I have. I've managed to save
You won't
some
be
of the
going there, no,
celebrations.
Joe,
for you,
do
don't
That's
worry.
just one way. Tomorrow, so I'm just looking at my job list tomorrow. So I've been off today, so hence I've been able to do some editing. From my computer went,
I think it might be for hire actually.
Well, as I said, if Foodie reinstalls Windows 10 on if you're on that SSD, you'd speed up as well because now you've got the new processor that's 4-core where you only had 2-core. Well, that's strong.
Lovely.
How would didn't you? I don't know if it's weaker than the other ones.
that's weaker.
So it thanks, but I've been scoffing port scratching, so I know you do, darling.
It talks about what Freemasonry
I've
is.
still saved you the Galaxy ones, okay?
Well, Freemasons, well, from what I've read,
It's about
Freemasons.
making a contribution to family and for society.
Yeah, well, that's how it originally
Oh,
started.
yeah.
And
So
an
you get
enjoyable hobby. It's one of the world's oldest and largest non-religious, non-political, fraternal and charitable organisations that
That's only a
teaches
side
self-knowledge through participation in the progression of ceremonies.
I've just got pricked.
Satanic ceremony.
Members are expected to be of high moral standing and are encouraged to speak openly about
That's
Freemasonry.
me. I'll stop the coffee.
Nuts.
I'm on cashews. Well, Rudy's playing with his nuts at the moment. He's got Thai sweet chili.
I think you should start smoking. Oh, he is.
Don't.
Might stop your coffee.
Smoked Thai chili peanuts, yeah.
Awesome. I don't know what else. Is there anything else we can?
Not really.
Don't know. We've covered
We've
the
covered everything.
bit in the
mate.
channel.
It's time to,
What you've
give
done
our
this
brains
week,
a-
Redden.
Yeah.
Any ghost tours coming up?
No, it's been quiet on that front at a minute.
haven't given me clairvoyance a rest.
But when you was in the toilet, I was saying to printing out some stuff. I'll get my laptop out. I'll use my computer. We just go through places. We'll print out some details and we'll discuss it over a few
Yeah.
drinks.
I was reading a book in one of these second-hand shops and it said that haunted places in Essex. I was reading it. I thought, oh look, Canadian, oh look,
Yeah, it's all the same. It's all,
South Church, oh.
yeah, it's all the same places.
I've been to severals as well. That lunatic asylum place.
Didn't know that.
That was really good.
Queen Victoria's favourite gin had opium in it.
About right.
Sounds about right with the Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
She used to cover her face in those festivals.
Yeah. That's commonly known as makeup.
I ain't many left now, mate. Take before I eat some of them, all of them.
Well, there's 4 sweets left to everyone's.
Yeah.
3 now, because Laura's a big one. I'm going to pinch that Milky Way. You can have the Maltesers, alright? You can have the small geezer, I'm going to have the Milky Way.
The kids might want them.
Kids got loads. Boxes full of them.
Now you can eat sweets because your teeth are white.
I can, yeah. I'm loving it.
You're not got a face like a chipmunk anymore.
Yeah, I think what I would like to do next is get Castle Point out of the way.
Candy Way.
Yeah, Canvey and Ben Fleet stuff.
Why?
Don't know. Well, I'm thinking more the Lakeside Path than the Bomber at the moment.
Have you seen that film yet? That series yet?
What's that?
Masters of Skies. Then you'll definitely go for it.
Paul said he hasn't seen lion bars for a long time. You want to look in our cupboard for our children? It's full of lion bars. Well, it was.
Lime bars?
Lion bars, yeah. Remember the lion bars? Chocolate.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you've been Mandela affected. I did do lion bars.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking dime bars.
With the lime.
Dime bars.
lime
Armadillo.
go like
Soft
that.
and crunchy on the inside. Sorry, soft and crunchy on the outside.
No.
Smooth and soft on the inside.
I do
can't think
remember
of
that.
lime bars.
I like the old toffee bit in the middle, you know, and the crunchy.
3 wafers
Yeah.
with nuts on the outside
Yeah.
covered in chocolate.
Oh.
Lime bars, yeah.
Yeah,
You
well,
talking about
mate, you know,
Mandela
then-
effect?
Eh?
I was talking about it in
Then-
Circle
Yeah, I've
a
seen
few
that.
weeks ago.
Hmm.
And one of the women there said, "Oh no, Nelson Mandela was released from prison and his wife divorced him."
What,
Eliza,
Winnie didn't divorce him.
or something, or she died of it. I don't know, but anyway, something like, no, that's what she said.
Huh?
She said Winnie divorced him, and then Eliza said that she was taught at school that Nelson Mandela died in prison.
Yeah, that's what I read.
In 1996, Nelson Mandela died in prison.
died
I
in
remember seeing it on
prison.
the news.
That's what Eliza was taught at school.
He's died. He died in
I mean,
prison.
this woman, who's much older than her, remembers him being released.
So hang on a minute.
Who was the one that was released from prison then? Because was that pre-2012 or was that after 2012?
I don't know.
Because I remember him being released before 2012.
I
But also
him
remember him
released
dying in
because
prison.
He became president.
Yeah, I remember him being released.
Yeah.
Dying in prison in 1996. I remember the headline.
But he became president, didn't he?
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think Winnie
He was
Mandela
connect-
likes it too much because, I mean, she's getting parts for cars, isn't
Was
she?
he connected
Because
to
obviously
the,
Nissan Mandela keeps dropping... yeah.
hang on a minute. Was he connected to the ANC?
Nissan main dealer.
Was he connected
Nelson
to the
Mandela.
ANC?
Oh, for God's sake.
Was he connected to the ANC?
What's the ANC?
Yeah.
African
Yeah,
National...
that's-
National Congress.
Oh, right. I don't know.
Yeah, Heather said that apparently they divorced.
Yeah, they.
I never knew that.
So I remember him being released, and my daughter was taught that he died.
Because Winnie
So how
Mandela...
weird is that?
Winnie Mandela actually... She was... I mean, it wasn't her that sang the song, but she was the one that actually agreed and helped with the song Free Nelson Mandela. I remember seeing it because she's part of the co-bloody producers of it.
He
So...
was considered a terrorist, not.
Uh,
How
Yeah, by
warped
the
is-
South Africans.
How warped is this world?
I know.
yes, Heather said yes, he was part of the ANC.
Well,
I remember Ashes to Ashes when they had an African terrorist in there and someone from the South African embassy when they come and get him. And they were talking and Gene Hunt goes, Nelson Mandela is a terrorist.
so
Well, it's all about apartheid, wasn't it?
Mm.
so definitely Mandela effect is in force.
Of course it is.
We've changed. The timelines have changed.
Yes, but why do only some people remember and others don't?
I think, Hev, I think they've already asked. I think we've already asked them, but Hev said ask everyone where their kidneys are.
Hmm?
Kidneys. According to NHS, man. According to NHS, your kidneys are behind your rib cage, halfway up your back. They're not in your love handles no more.
They were never in your love handles. They're protected by your ribs.
Yes, they were.
Not in my book.
When,
I've got a
when
high
I
blood
when I
since
passed
a
a kidney stone in 2004, right, they were literally they X-rayed my lower back and saw my kidneys.
kid. They're here. They've always been here.
No, they're not
Just
there now.
protected by your floating
They're
ribs.
now up here, behind your lungs. Check out the NHS. Don't
I'm
believe
have a
me.
look.
Check them out.
NHS, find my kidneys.
Do you remember the kidney punch that boxers wasn't allowed to do?
Yeah, in
They
there.
wasn't allowed to do that
Yeah.
because that's where your kidneys are.
That's right.
When they X-rayed they done an ultrasound on my kidney, which was there, right? That lovely fleshy bit there, my wife.
I always thought.
No,
they were
that's not. That's the kidneys never been there. That's
Oh,
too
that's
low
where
down.
that's where they done it. And that was in
Where are the
2004.
kidneys located?
The one Nelson Mandela effect I can remember is that what I said about the young ones.
Yeah.
Where they
Cliff Richards.
no, the young ones of Neil, Rick,
Oh,
Vivian.
Viv, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
and
that's great.
yeah, it was Bambi. There was all
Oh,
about
no.
that was
Just
hilarious.
below the rib cage, one on each side of your spine. Exactly where they've
They
always
used to
been.
be down here.
No, they've never.
I can
been
only
there.
say that by experience, Gloria. I'm not disproving you. I'm just saying by experience. When I had my kidney stone, They literally done a CT scan and an X-ray of down my lower back, just above my crack of my arse. They done it there.
No, they're just here. That's why it's
They didn't do it up here. They
No,
done it
not
down
up
there.
here.
That
I mean, you're
that
built.
part
You're
there.
a bloke. You're
That part
built
there.
differently. So this is the bottom of my ribs here.
Uh-huh.
They're there. Just at the bottom, underneath, like
Yeah,
not
but in that case, you're
behind
not
my
wrong then, because
ribs.
mine are 6 inches lower than that.
Below my. Well, that's quite possible. My dad's heart's on the wrong side of his body.
That was mine was down there because I remember them doing an ultrasound scan on them to see if I had any more kidney
Yeah,
stones.
but you know, lots of people have weird stuff. My dad's heart is on his right hand side, so they could hear it. They couldn't find it.
Then you got the Mandela effect for Star Wars.
Yeah, that's
No,
weird.
Luke, I am your father, which I've got the original. C-3PO's leg, which was always gold, but now it's silver. Then you got
Yeah.
also the Sleeping Beauty, Mirror,
Well,
Mirror
yeah,
on the
but how
Wall,
comes
who's
we
the
can
fairest of them
remember
all.
it?
It's not, it's magic.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mirror on
saying.
the Wall.
How come we can
How comes we can
remember these
it?
things and other people
No one
don't?
else can't.
Because obviously they're not actually...
Why do only some of us get it?
The theory states, right, that this is only this is only for educational purposes only and entertainment. But the theory was the Hadron Collider was started up in 2012,
Oh, yeah.
and it basically merged the timelines because our timeline was originally destroyed and the new timeline took over. AIX, which is what they allegedly think controls this realm or this world, is basically the Matrix, as I say. You'll remember that people that were born near that time, that come over this timeline, remember it as magic mirror on the wall. I remember seeing it when I was
No,
6 years old, and it was
wrong.
mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
That's how I remember it.
Say just go and one other thing as well. But with the young ones, when I was doing the Bambi, and Neil was in the photo booth, and he come out and he was looking in the slot where the photos come down. Now I remember the machine spew. You got a spewing up noise when the photos come out. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it since.
Heb just said, when I started mentioning about the 2012 timeline, the live froze for about 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Now it's
God.
back.
Oh, here we go again.
Now it's back. So we're changing the subject. We're talking about socks and holes in socks now.
And another one. The
Sorry, YouTube.
meatloaf. Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
His name was Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
His name Meatloaf.
Yeah. Because he used to use a loofah. Meatloafer.
Yeah, but it's the only.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
I'd do anything for love. And I remember watching the video many a time when it came out
But he won't do
on
that.
MTV. No, but he didn't do that.
No.
And
Didn't do that.
then I watched the video that's on YouTube, and when the woman comes in and does her bit, the lyrics have changed.
Well, maybe she changed her mind.
I don't know, but I mean the lyrics I've got my
Yeah, I know.
karaoke version
Yeah.
is the original version, but
All
the
right.
video on YouTube is different. The
Right, you
video
did
video,
karaoke.
yeah.
I've noticed
How
that a
many
lot.
songs do you know that due to the Mandela effect that have changed the vocals? Have you come across?
Oh no,
any
so
of them?
when you sometimes on YouTube, you can't use all of the right words if it's not you.
But they must have
Right,
filmed
so-
that twice then.
No, someone would have put the video up and just change. I don't know how they do it, but you're not supposed. So when we,
Oh, what is this?
yeah,
Copyright
so when
thing?
when you start sing certain songs
Oh, right,
on the
yeah.
karaoke's,
Okay.
I'll give you
particular songs, the words
Oh
like it.
yeah.
I'll
I
give
know
you a
that,
particular-
But I remember when I was a kid, I loved Eric Sykes. I adored him. I loved him when he was in that Hattie Drake's program. And he died when I was in my early teens. I was devastated. I wept. I remember him dying. My friend at church remembers him dying. Fucking hell, he turns up in Harry Potter. Where did he come from? Now he's died again.
So, hang on a minute. So he died.
He died when I was a kid. I
Is that
remember
Jake's
being
fault?
Who was this?
Eric Sykes. I
Yes, of
remember
course,
being
Eric Sykes, yeah.
devastated.
Yeah.
In the
And he
80s.
turned up in Harry Potter.
Harry turned up in Harry Potter in the
That was in the
90s.
late 80s. Early
He
90s.
died in the 80s.
Yes, I remember that.
I was so upset.
And he,
I
and the next
loved-
thing you know, he's in Harry Potter.
Then and then
Which
In
is
the
the
you
2000s.
never hear
yeah.
anything from him, and then he appears in Harry Potter. And even
No.
my mum
No
said,
way, no way.
"How is Eric Sykes in Harry Potter? He died years ago." And my mum said this about a few people. They're already dead.
Well, I'll give you an idea of a song, right?
Wow.
You may not know. Anyone ever heard of Jodeci?
Who?
Jodeci.
That's a secret.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe-
Right,
yeah,
they've done a song
it's
called
the-
Freak.
Freak.
innit?
They've done a song called Freak Like Me.
Oh, I know that
Yeah.
song.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. And the one of the I've got to be careful of this. I won't say the original, but the new line is, "I need a roughneck brother that can satisfy me." The original word was different. Now you cannot find that, and I had it on a CD, and I listened to it recently, and it's changed. But I swear on my life, the word was the original word, but now it's changed.
Well-
How the hell can they do that?
But they still don't. It still don't answer the question how we can still remember.
Because we're on the original timeline.
No,
So-
because there's people my age who don't remember. People my age who
can't answer
still
for
think
that.
exactly. So that doesn't make sense. That blows
does
the
it-
argument out of the water.
Does it?
So
Yeah.
all I can put it down to is then people that are awake
That's the
and
word.
on a different vibration
Like this
level
woman is more awake than we are.
can't be.
So how,
She is,
how
she's
can
been
we
awake for
remember this
decades.
stuff and the people
How come
can't?
she can't remember?
I don't know.
We're
She
not
remembers
mad.
things differently to me.
We're not mad. We remember this stuff fondly as kids. You can't change those memories. And
But Mirror Mirror on the Wall is the original. And now they might say Magic Mirror on the Wall. But if you're a child and you're born in, say, 2006, 2007, you won't know any different.
Heather
Of course
said,
you'll remember Magic Mirror because you never heard a different
Heather
version.
said she thinks it's echoes of the past, which I agree with.
Maybe.
It is echoes.
I'm telling you, Eric Sykes died twice.
I know he did. But I never knew he was in Harry Potter.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I think they're changing the timeline because they know what's coming, and they try
Maybe.
to change it because they wanted a different outcome.
Yeah, maybe.
They ain't going to get one.
But I just think it's, if you look at it from a logistical point of view.
This war is a spiritual one, isn't it?
It is a spiritual.
And all these people saying, oh, Third World War.
Oh,
is
sorry,
spiritual."
Hev.
It really is.
She said it's echoes of a past, not the past.
Well, yeah, but we don't know how many pasts there's been. So
Well, how many
people must remember.
timelines? How many timelines are there as well?
How many dimensions? How many parallel universes?
Do you call
I mean,
them timelines
Facebook's
or
been trying to wake you up
timelines?
for years with their metaverse,
I call them a
multi-universe.
parallel universe, mate.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely
So
right.
somewhere out there, I'm rich and I've got.
Yeah, and I've
you
got
know,
another life
Well,
that's got
you
money.
would agree with this. So would you. They say that at some point in your day, when you walk through certain doorways, you're actually in a different timeline. And then when you come back, like the moment when you walk into your kitchen and go, I need my car keys, and you think, oh, no, I must have left them in the front room. You go back to the front room, they're not there. You go in the kitchen, they're not there. You go in the front room, and you go, what was I in here for? Oh, my car keys. You go back to the kitchen, they're there.
That's menopause brain. I've got
No,
it all the time.
well, come on. People in their 30s and 20s do
I
that.
see it as a line.
I don't know about that.
I see it as a line, and it splits off at certain points of your life, and it splits off again, and it splits off again.
There was an interesting video
That's
that I
how I
see
see
on
it.
BitChute, and it was about someone explaining their experience. And he says, only in their opinion, it was not saying it's true, but I kind of agree with what he's saying. He said, at some point in your life, when you walk through a doorway, you're entering a different timeline of your existence. So you could literally be 1 minute in timeline A, walk through a doorway without realising you're in timeline B,
Step
and then
out,
you come back out, you're in timeline C, then you walk back into the original room, you're back in timeline
you're
A.
stepping out your front door, like.
Yeah,
for
because
instance.
you've been
Why?
walking it, but it's just the way. I mean, if you, I mean,
You-
Interstellar was the best way of
Yeah, I've
describing
heard
time,
that's good, yeah.
right? With a circle effect.
Yeah.
That you don't have to get from that part to that part. You could literally fold time around,
Yeah.
so you could actually walk round to it. So
And travel.
and time travel in that way. So what happens if the multiverse, if you like, was actually a circular bit of paper that you can just fold together, and you can go from that end to that end quickly? But we don't realise it because obviously we don't know exactly who we are. Be honest, we don't know as a species or a race who we are, right? Because we're lied to on every account. We've
But
told
you don't believe the
certain
universe
things.
exists. You think we're under some sort of dome and outside is water.
I don't believe that. I just said it's one theory that I'd kind of like to happen.
It's a-
Don't mix me up with the globe Earth and the flat Earth.
Well, that's one.
It's
that's
just
globing,
another.
yeah. So flat earthers do not believe in any universe or anything outside
No,
of
no.
this earth. We're the centre of everything. God created us. It's only us.
No, I don't believe that. I don't
No,
believe
but
that.
that's the traditional further.
I don't believe that
And
angle either. I can't buy into that. That's, to
Nostra-
me, that's just a psyop.
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Now, Nostradamus have done a map of like 147, 157 realms on one massive Earth, well, on one massive globe. So I do believe in the globe theory. I just don't think it's a small. I think it's bigger than what we see, and you know.
Why did he do it?
I
Where
don't.
did he
I
get
don't
it
know. He just had a vision. Like most, he had a vision, and then, like a lot of people, like Enoch and all that, they had visions, and prophets. They had visions of things, and they wrote it down, and people now still study it and believe it. You know.
The problem the problem I have with that is I don't know what to believe anymore at all.
No, that's
I
the
can
idea.
go on
I'm
YouTube,
with
I
you
can
on
go
that
on
one.
BitChute, I can go on GB News, I can go on BBC, I can just surf the internet, and there is a million theories for everything. So all I do is base everything I believe on my experience. If I
Exactly.
see the ship going over the horizon, it's a globe. If I don't, it's flat. If I've seen ghosts, they exist. If I talk to spirit, they exist. I've never had a demon in my life, never had an evil attachment, never had a curse.
Well, you
So I
wouldn't
don't
believe
believe
it.
in
You
them.
wouldn't believe it then.
But when I say I don't believe it, I
'Cause it's
don't
not
believe
happened
they
to you.
exist outside of the person
Your
it's existing
existence.
for, is
Yeah.
what I mean. I don't mean they're not real.
Yeah, because you've not experienced it.
I
you
mean that
can't-
your mind
can't
manifests
physically.
it, and our minds
Yeah.
can manifest anything.
Mhm.
So then it becomes real for the person where it's been manifested. if
See,
that makes
I've
sense.
seen these things, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've got obviously a different.
Yeah, I remember you said
I've got
about
a
your
different,
family. Yeah.
way of life and belief
Yeah.
system you have. But I don't discount yours because,
But that's the beauty of
like
it.
you
We've
said,
all got different
like you
opinions.
said,
Yeah.
you haven't
I can
seen
only
it,
base-
so you can't go
Yeah,
on.
no,
And
exactly.
you've got nothing to go on.
I mean,
No.
all I base mine on, right? I look at
But like that map, it's great, but where did he get it from? It's a vision. Well, that doesn't mean anything.
But-
I could have a vision about the Earth being a
it's
cube.
about who do you believe? Do you,
Me. I
no,
believe me.
Yeah, I know. But is it positive to have a brain where you can think, right, that's theory A, that's theory
Yeah.
B, and you're both sides of the fence then?
Yeah, but what about theory C?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So having
And
all
do-
that knowledge, when things
Yeah.
do come out, you can go, so that's a bit of each.
Because
No.
you're limiting your perception to two when there could be a third and a fourth
Exactly.
and a fifth.
But at the
It's all
moment,
perception.
there's only,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, but I'm
only
not
two
talking about
theories
perception, I'm
flat
talking
and
about-
round.
No,
I'm
That's
talking
right.
about truth, and
So-
everyone has their own truth.
Truths.
And so my truth has to be based on my experience. I can only believe truth in what I know to be true. Same with
Well,
you.
if
Same
I-
with Adam. I'm not saying I discount
Well,
everyone
you're-
else, everyone else's perspective.
You're not going to make any sense. It's not going to make any sense to you if I say, "Oh yes, or this, that, and the other." I'll come face to face with it.
Yeah.
You'll say, "Well, how is that?
Yeah.
I can't recall
So
that."
some people don't believe in aliens, which is like,
Exactly.
what's that mean where they say not believing in aliens is like taking a cup of water out of the sea and saying, because there's no sharks in this cup, there's no sharks in the sea.
Yeah, no, I don't know that theory. I don't know it.
You know, and
But did you know that opinions are based on fiction and it's based on lies?
of course,
Because I'm not being. This is the way I look at it now. Your opinion's your belief, which I respect, totally do. But to me, it's fiction because I haven't lived it,
no,
like you
no,
haven't lived mine. So
Exactly.
an opinion is based on fiction.
Yeah, but
So-
if you've
but it's a respect
experienced
you can respect.
something, if you've experienced something and you've seen it for yourself,
Mm.
that's your truth. It's not an
Yeah.
opinion, it's your truth. But if you and I were looking at this map this man had made,
Yeah.
it's not my truth, it's not yours, it's his.
Yeah.
But it's not even his truth, it's a
But it's up
vision.
to
He hasn't
you.
seen.
It's up to you to use your instinct, intellect to see if that resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, then you just fold it up and put it away.
Yeah,
Like, I'll give you an example. When we went to Malden, that abandoned house,
Yeah.
we both agreed that house was full of love. That
Oh,
house
God,
was
yeah.
a beautiful house, and to be there,
Yeah.
and the people were really good.
Yeah.
Because we shared that opinion, because it was something we connected with.
Yeah.
But when you talk about flat Earth, I don't believe that it's flat all round. I'm just putting more strings to my bow to know that I kind of believe in some of that and some of that. I don't want to say, well, it's that, because that is the wrong way to think of one thing. Like, oh, that's definitely round. Yeah, we know it is. But we've got no proof because none of us have been up there. We're only relying on people's opinion.
we are. But so when I look at my telescope, I think, well, okay, so Mars is round and Neptune's round and Jupiter's
Have
round.
just put round.
So
B.
therefore, why would we be flat? It's like a saucer in the middle of a load of.
Have just put something which I really resonate with. Belief. B-lie-F.
Right.
Belief.
So why have an F there? then?
Because most of the beliefs are lies. No, not one of us in this room, not one of us on YouTube can actually say what's really true because we ain't bloody know. No one knows.
No, of
Well,
course.
Right.
like, no one knows where we come from.
No.
No one has got a concrete,
No.
definite proof
I mean,
where
hang on,
we
hang on.
come from.
They say humans have been around for millions of years. And okay, so why was the written word only
You say
5,000 years
human,
ago?
Human what?
Humans have been around for tens of thousands of years.
Yeah.
Right, so why was written word only found 5,000 years ago?
Because it was
Egyptians.
created to control the masses.
No, what I'm saying is that we can only find scriptures that go back to 5,000 years
Yeah.
ago, ancient Egyptians and Mississippi.
Oh no, I think it goes back way
But we
beyond that.
don't know. We don't know because they only base science is only based on best guess. Easiest answers are the
Science is
secret.
theory based, isn't it?
Science is theory based, yeah, unless you can prove it with physics and stuff like that, which they're trying to do at the moment, but no one physically knows what the truth is. So you go by a belief system, an instinct, which is why that most people are awake now, because they're starting to trust their instincts and their intuition.
Yeah.
And
They're starting to look
that I
inwards.
love, because we've all got a different opinion on
Yeah.
everything, and I respect you
Well,
and love you for it.
they're starting to look inwards rather than outwards.
Yes.
Because what
And
you
that's
see,
what they don't want us doing.
that's what I mean. What you see is
I'll
what
let you have a
is
small
there.
geezer.
You
I'll
can
let you
small
have a
geezer.
small geezer.
Oh,
Who? Me?
Yeah.
The small geezer, the bunny rabbit.
a small geezer for a small geezer.
Yeah.
Small geezer.
But it's just the way I look at it, because I like looking at different opinions now. I don't look at my own opinion no more, because
Yeah.
it's only based on my personal experiences, and I like listening to Adam's and yours and Rudy's, and I relate to it.
You've actually, yeah, but I mean, you've actually seen, like none of you. I don't suppose any of you believed in the possession, or not the possession.
I've seen it with you, and I've seen
No,
the whole.
not, I wouldn't call it. It's not a possession.
No.
That was channeling.
It's
It's
a
like an
channeling,
overshadow
it's a
or a
channeling.
channel, yeah.
And you're connecting to another
Yeah.
consciousness.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that consciousness is putting your mind to one side while it uses your vocal cords and
A bit like the film
Yeah.
Avatar.
yeah, and that's what they've been experimenting with that now.
I've been doing it for years.
Been doing it for a long time, and they've put
Uh,
swap consciousness, even put it with animals, human conscience. But yeah, and none of you probably didn't believe that until because
I did. I felt it.
I think it's quite shocked when you saw that.
But it's
It's quite common
that's
to do
new
that.
experiences. It's a new
Yeah, it's
experience
quite
that we all shared, and we all felt it. You could feel the energy in this room.
I got shocked. I was expecting it to happen. I wasn't sure. I've seen loads of people do overshadowing and stuff.
No, I know, but I mean, from someone like because I've never done it, showed you it before.
You're a medium. You said that you do
Oh,
it.
extra
so-
large.
On and on and on. During
Yeah.
that.
Okay, you're an extra large medium, and you said that you do channeling. So I wasn't.
Do you know what we should do,
surprised
Adam?
by it.
So
We should have on a little video. You should do a little debate, right, and get people to put questions in. Can we talk about this? What's your opinions on this? What's your opinion on
I'll
that?
do that for next live.
And just do like a 30-minute video or live or something randomly on, like, say, on a random Thursday or Friday when we're free, and just get people to post on a video, like, we're doing a such and such on Thursday or whenever. Give us your questions and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, that'd be quite good.
And we'll just do this.
Not a round
Yeah.
table.
Yeah,
We'll
like a
do-
round table sort of thing.
Yeah, do it on a Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday then, yeah.
Yeah.
And we could do a round table Wednesday.
Yeah.
Southend
Do it.
Para-
Do it.
Southend Paraquest.
Paraquest, Southend Paraquest,
Round table.
round table on a Wednesday. And do that once a month sort of thing. And just
The nights of.
and people can put their questions in
Yeah.
on your, if you do
Nights of
on your
football.
vlog.
I want to
but
be so
do one, say for example, next week. Don't forget, we'll do a premiere when you know how to do a premiere.
Nights of
Put it up there and just say, put your questions in and that, and you can we just basically read out the questions on that video and we debate it.
That'd be good. I think that'd be quite interesting, actually. Yeah.
And it's another little thing for your channel, and it's a group
What do you
thing
think?
done.
I don't.
And what you could do,
I try to avoid it because it hurts.
I mean, like this, you can take the best bits.
I
out of
really
this
need to
live,
go home and
stick them on YouTube
It's
Shorts.
gone midnight.
Yeah.
Of course it's got midnight, we're still bloody talking.
Yeah. Oh, I
We're
thought
going to wrap
we'll
this up
call
or we're
it.
going to
Yeah.
be all night.
Right. We're going to call it.
Do you know when I got home on Saturday?
No. You ain't got
And I
overtime,
went. I stopped outside because I left at my mum's. And when I'm here, she went, "You're too early." I went, "What do you mean?" She went, "You don't come home till the early hours of the morning when you go to Paul's." I said, "I've been to Paul's. We went out."
I don't believe you.
Heather looked at me
Reputation.
because I forgot
Wow.
the key. I rang the doorbell, and she's gone. Smell.
Why are you still here? Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, it's 9 o'clock. She went
Yeah.
because it was cold. Fingers dropping off.
We got all we could.
We did get there quite early though, so.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna wrap that up. It's this
Well, say-
illuminating session off. I don't think there was a video this Wednesday. There was going to be, but my computer decided otherwise today. So yeah, well, we'll see you next Monday for a normal vlog. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to discuss, but
Something will happen this week.
yeah, something probably will.
Round table.
And I've still got to get all these guys on admin so they can post videos up as well.
Who's an
so
admin?
some- If I put all you as
Not really keep up. No point, no one.
if I put you,
No, I don't believe it.
He's had a
I
few
don't
drinks.
believe anything.
Yeah. But putting all you as admins, that means you can upload videos. You know, if you
Well, I
want to do
believe
one
it
when
till
you're in a
till it actually
circle.
happens, you know. I just
Okay.
all like, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
That'd be good actually. You doing one on Circle, just a mini one.
Singing bowls.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
whatever. Yeah, you know.
I won't bring you.
Gloria, I was saying to Adam, you could talk about your collection of tarot cards.
I could. It would take forever.
No, but you
I
could just
know a
pick
little
your
bit,
favourite
yeah.
ones and just
Yeah.
talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
I'll
So-
just
Just one pack a week.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Rudy's Adventures, because he goes to
Oh,
many
yeah.
wonderful places.
The Adventures of Rudy.
Yeah, really, that's a good idea. You could take little mini videos of you on your adventures, like to
Oh.
Manning Tree and all that sort of stuff. Where
The
you go,
Adventures of me drinking JD.
And yeah, Paul doing all the stuff Paul does.
All doing pop
Yeah.
stuff.
Paul, me doing Paul stuff here.
Yeah, Paul stuff.
Paul-
I'll only keep mine. I'll limit mine to 1 minute because
Paul's
I hate looking at myself on
Electronics,
YouTube. So I'll just
Mrs.
limit
Lee.
mine to 1 minute.
Um,
That's why I'm behind this side of the camera, not that.
So
side.
you meant to be ended it, isn't it?
yeah, oh no,
Complain.
no,
Right.
no, yeah, just got right.
You two be quiet. I'm going
Right.
to zoom in on Adam.
Right, so that is it. We are done for tonight. Yeah, as I say, that's going to be in content Wednesday because my computer's screwed.
Not for long.
No, not for long, no. But I'll see you next Monday for the vlog. If anything else pops up, obviously we'll stick it on the channel. Thank you, everybody. Love and
Thank
light.
you, love you.
God bless you all from
God
all of
bless.
us here.
God be
Um,
with you.
Love and light to you all.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
And you are.